Yeah, as long as you're not talking.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to D&D Play 20. Take it away, Justine.
Hi, I'm Justine. I'm your dungeon daddy for this campaign. Welcome to session 2/3 of Curse of Strahd. um, we are a group of wonderful folks who are trying to have some fun. We're amateur streamers, pretty dang decent D&D TTRPG players, and phenomenal folks. And we do Curse of Strahd a little bit differently. But as I said, my name's Justine. I will be your dungeon master, and these folks worst nightmare today. So with that, we are the group of D&D Play 20. We have a Discord server. If you'd like to come hang out, it's going to be posted in the chat. We play games all the time, post resources for people, and honestly, it's just the most phenomenal community ever of just rad, amazing folks all across the globe who have a passion for role playing games. So go ahead and come hang out with us in Discord. We do a Discord member of the month this last day of July, or about to be last day of July. We have the amazing Mario playing Norbit, who was our Discord member of the month this month, and he got some free stuff on Roll20. So yeah, come hang out, come join the fun. Anyone else want to put anything else?
And it was sick, the stuff I got. I've actually already used some of it in a game I DM'd on Friday night, and it was awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that. But yes, anything else? We have some games coming up this week. So obviously you're here because you like the Curse of Strahd. We can get spooky and creepy and have some phenomenal roleplay moments. But we also have some amazing games. Raza, Mariana, Peter, Belv, you guys want to talk about some of the games you're gonna be running this week?
Yeah.
Well, I guess tomorrow's Peter, so
Yeah, you first, Peter.
Okay, I'm running games this week.
Thank you, Peter. Moving.
right on.
Nailed it.
Okay, on Monday, we have Dragons. Ooh, I almost said Dragons of a Winter Storm. We have Dragonlance, which has an amazing group of players. We have on Tuesday, we have Rime of the Frost Maiden, which has another amazing group of players, minus two that won't be there. And on Wednesday,
What's mean?
On Wednesday's me. It's Legends of Nephis, and it is a homebrew campaign in a homebrew world. They with three fantastic players, maybe four in the near future, and it is a crazy adventure. And they're trying to find a cure to a spreading disease. So
Fun stuff, you know.
fun stuff, fun stuff. Peter is dying as usual, so
Perpetually.
perpetually. So we'll just
Mm.
pass on to
Last
Thursday.
but no least, I am Mr. Thursday. Hello, Raza here, and I'll be running Horde of the Dragon Queen, a beer edition. For those who love dragons, and those who love drama, we have it all, and we even have a divine welder. So come on and take a look. You might enjoy it. I think
And with
that's
that, yeah.
it.
We're also doing our first Pathfinder one shot. It's going to be a wreck. If you like to laugh at people, especially the DM, come hang out.
That's fun.
So with that, we will now go into the mists of Barovia. I'll be starting the music, my dear friends, on Roll20.
Here we go.
There we go. Spook time.
So, spook time.
I thought we were in a
These-
tavern.
Not yet. Not yet.
We're still in the spooky dimension.
Can you hear rain?
Dark and stormy.
Ooh, stormy rain.
Good.
Good.
So the last time we played, Brush appeared in a misty forest. The group did not understand what was going on or why they were together. They went through many a different experience. Their eyes deceived them, their ears deceived them, and even the direwolf they fought deceived them as it transformed into a beautiful woman, Strahd. She looked at them and said, "Blood, honor, and purpose is why you're here." And then said things in a language so old and ancient that only our phenomenal wizard was able to decipher it with a few spells.
Mm.
Then, after this fight with these wolves from this strange woman they don't know of named Strahd, they all turned to each other and realized these were no ordinary folks that they were together with. Magic, fighting skills, bravery, and good decision making, except for maybe Cole, was found in this amazing party. And they realized they were all above the ordinary. They worked their way together to head towards a village that they had heard of in a few of their letters they had gotten. And as they made their way, they realized, well, one of them realized, the amazing Leandra, that the moon that was so high above was actually not correct. And this was an illusion. Sunrise was coming. There was a threat that they had to make it to this place by sunrise. So moving forward, more energy, more integrity, they made their way as fast as they could. But moments started to flash up. They didn't were overcome with the emotion of either things past, things wanted, and there were these amazing asides done by our characters. Right as they topped the hill and entered some kind of magical feeling into the village of Barovia, they heard screams, pleas for help from the small voice of a child. Help, please help me. And as they went down as fast as they could, they realized there was a small child being attacked by gruesome sewage covered rats from the river. Together, about half of them banded and decided to try to help her, but more rats were appearing. Sickly, oozing creatures, biting, nipping, almost working together. It was not something that you would normally see from rats, and they felt very strange. And they succeeded. They were able to defeat these rats, most of them, and kind of band together and look at the little girl. But as the mist started clearing in front of the village, the sun now up, but they felt instantly cool and chill as clouds were making their way over, and rain started to patter as a woman with a crossbow stood and said, "Get away from my daughter." I need all of you to roll a d20.
That's wrong.
Let's roll.
Right, I have dice, but I'll take that 15.
I was like, oh, I wanted to react first so bad.
11.
Well, lucky for you
Oh.
folks, this is just for you to introduce yourself. All right, who is our number one roller? They see them rolling.
Looks like Leandra.
Okay, I'm going to be switching maps to what you had seen before.
Peter's not rolled yet.
Oh,
Peter.
14, it's there.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yep,
it's
I
above
see.
mine. Mine, never mind.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Cool.
so who was, I apologize, who was the highest?
Leandra.
Leandra, please introduce yourself, Mariana.
Hi, my name is Mariana Vagabunda or Kikbatia, no matter how, depends how you know me.
Mhm.
And I play Leandra von Teschen, a very a very open girl, vampire with cleric, forge cleric, who apparently is friends with a lot of undead.
As you do.
All right, we have our next intro. If you want to pass it along.
Yeah, I think next was Peter Cole with a 14.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. This is now popcorn, so she got to lead, and then it will be passed.
Oh, okay. Well,
Norbit's next.
I think Norbit's next.
Is it
I
Norbit's
think
next?
it's good time.
Or we could do it that way. I love it. I love it.
Okay, hi everyone.
can see that,
I'm
sorry.
Mario. It's all good. I'm Mario. I play Norbert in The Curse of Strahd. I also play numerous other characters in numerous other games on D&D Play 20, and I DM a game every second Monday, 5 a.m. EST time, because that's 7 p.m. in my time, and that will be next week, not today, or not tomorrow for you guys anyway, and pass it on to Peter.
Hello, I'm Peter. I play Cole, the dwarf with the sore tush. He is a
Ouchie.
paladin. And I
Beautiful.
will pass it to whoever is next, which is Lance, I believe.
Yes. Hello. Raza here, playing the bookish Lance, who is way over his head when they said, "Go out, experience the world, have an adventure." This is not what he thought he would end up doing, but here he is, taking notes, trying to make the best of it. He
What a guy.
is, yeah, what a guy. He is a wizard, more importantly, a wizard of the Order of the Scribes. Again, bookish. Surprise, surprise. I shall pass it on to the next person, which I believe is Seth.
Actually, that's Belvedere. I accidentally skipped
Belvedere.
him.
Yes. Sorry. Belvedere. At the bomb.
Hello all. Belvedere here. I play Audubon. Audubon is a Dragonborn, I am told, a Blood Hunter, I am told, a very old soul, and hopefully a Southern gent. That is it. That is all. I guess that brings us to Elusa.
All right. Hi, I'm Steph. I play Elusa Nenrabor, the Drow Ranger, and unlike Leandra von Teschen, she is not friends with many undead. Quite the opposite. um, and I will pass it then.
Beautiful intro for Strahd.
Just beautiful. She is not friends with the dead. You don't
Foxy
make friends with undead. You
Fox.
don't make friends with undead. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Fox or Fox and Cox because I know Peter loves that name. I'm playing Theodore, a human bard, living his best bard life, wondering why the heck he's with all these crazy people and wondering just exactly what he's going to agree to with Audubon and all these terms and conditions that you'll see all about.
That was your cue, Belvy.
Belvy
He
already
went.
went.
I was last.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Okay. Just,
He was lost, yes.
I just don't pay attention to
It's
interview.
like, hey, I get to start what we're
Hey,
doing
that's me
today.
again.
And I have bacon.
Is
uh,
it pocket bacon?
pocket bacon. So yes, now that we've introduced our amazing cast, we see this woman, crossbow set. Get away from my daughter. Anyone who has a passive perception above 16 will notice the crossbow is loaded. However, the string is broken.
Sorry, you said 16 or above or just above 16?
16 works, also above.
Gotcha.
Okay. Elusa does not notice that, so immediately draws her bow and aims it at the back of the daughter and says, "Drop your weapon."
Norbert at that will run. Norbert at that will rush out of hiding and run in front of Elusa between her and the child.
Get
But
out
fa-
of my way, gnome.
ignoring her facing the mother, he will just say, "Just hang on, what's my voice again? Just
It's like
put-
rough.
yeah, just put your weapon down. We can see that you can't actually use it, and we mean you no harm, and we mean the child no harm. We just saved her."
Speak for yourself, gnome.
I'm just gonna pick up the little girl and be like, "Oh my, isn't this scary?" And I'll just like bounce her over to the bar.
Cole is going to
Yeah,
be
we-
standing off to the side, and he's going to say, "I vote for shooting the gnome."
It's because I'm sorry, we didn't mean it. We did indeed save the child who's been attacked by rats. Please, no, there's no need for
And
violence.
the-
It looks like it's
Can
The
you
young
just
girl-
clarify first? Are we within the city limits now?
That's a lot. So the little girl puts her hand, she's like 11 years old, to Theo's face. So Theo, you feel kind of a cold, clammy palm to your face. It goes, "Mama, wait! They really did help me. I know I'm not supposed to play next to the sewage lake, but there were some frogs, and they really did." And then she looks at Elusa, who has a crossbow, to her own companion and this small child. and she tightens her fingers, but then looks at Norbit. I'm gonna make a roll for what she does. Let's let the dice decide. She lowers
Adam, go
her
ahead.
crossbow. She lowers her crossbow and says, "You're at the village of Barovia. I don't know what limits you're looking for, but let my child go." She looks at Theodore.
Oh, okay. We'll just hop right down, little girl, and I'll put her down and give her a little pat on the head. Off to mommy.
She walks up to Alusa. Do you still trail your crossbow at her?
And as soon as she lowered her weapon, Alusa relaxed her bow and put her arrow back in her quiver. But you'll notice her hand is hovering close to her sword as the woman is still holding the weapon.
At that, Leandra notices that. She puts her hand on Illus's shoulder and goes, "Easy there. She could never have harmed you."
She's gonna like shrug her off and say, if it comes down between me or someone else, I will choose me.
Yes, but did you not see that the crossbow was broken? She couldn't harm you.
Of course she
was
didn't. Drow would rather
threatening
just
them.
be violent and not pay attention to their surrounds. And then he'll turn around and glare at a loser.
She glares right back. And she'll look at him and she'll go, I have a name, you know.
Well, when you're not threatening a mother who's just defending her own child, maybe you'll be worthy of a name. And then he'll just walk off over to the bar.
You don't even know where the bar is yet. What is this bar? I didn't bring up a
Oh,
bar
I
yet.
thought someone mentioned a bar. Sorry.
No, it's okay. That's not you. That's me just teasing. It was Fox, because Fox just wants to be in a bar.
I thought we were in a tavern.
No, you were on the outskirts. Look at the
Okay.
map, my friend. You're on the outskirts of the village.
Oh.
Yes. She kind of looks down at all the dead rats, which obviously have signs of magic, or arrows and crossbows and swords and all these different things that you happen to be holding. And she says, "You're in the right. I would protect my own too. I'm sorry. And now you get to look at her. This woman is so tired. There are bags under her eyes. Her cheeks are gaunt. Her pale skin almost has like a papery texture. There are sores on her left arm, and her right leg seems to have a limp. And she says, "We don't see folks like you. Prepare yourself." She says, "Come on, Renee," and takes her daughter. And Renee says, "No, no, no, Mom, they have to come with us." And she says, "You know the rule about outsiders." And the little girl just looks back and looks at Theo and says, "Come with us. Just follow us."
I think Yara would call back at the mom.
Yara?
The Yara? You know what? I just noticed on my screen I put
It's
Yara
Yara.
too.
Hi, Yara.
Instead of Alusa.
When worlds combine, check out our Icewind Dale campaign on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Let's fix that. All
We
right.
made that work.
So I think Alusa would call after the mom and say, be prepared for what?
She looks back at you and says, "Judgment." And then grabs her daughter's hand and continues walking.
Yeah. Leandra is going to. Oh,
Nope, you first.
Leandra is going to go. Miss, I noticed you are struggling to walk. May I help with that?
No. I've met traveling salespeople before, okay? The Vistani come in here every day. I don't need it. Just please leave us alone.
I'll respect your wishes.
Look, I know it's raining, and at this point, it is pouring. Your scales, skin, fur is all wet, like slick. And she says, "If you follow me, I'll take you to somewhere you can keep dry for a bit. But I warned you."
Thank you for your kindness.
We appreciate it. Kind lady.
Audubon will take off his coat, wrap it around this lady if she will let him, and put his hat upon the little girl to keep them dry, and then hand her a piece of toffee.
And then hand her
Or
a piece
hand
of
it to
toffee.
Lance and gesture Lance to hand it to her since she doesn't like me.
Oh.
Lance. Yeah, Lance will take the top fingers
Roll
off
persuasion with advantage.
Antibot. Yeah.
Sorry, Lance, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was wondering if it was Antibon rolling. I think it is.
Oh, yes, it is.
Hmm.
Not real dice, mind you,
There's a
because
persuasion on here somewhere. Hey, I'm proficient with that. Look at that.
would you just look at it?
18.
18. Holy guacamole. Yeah,
Well,
so you put your coat, this you guys have all admired it, over this woman, and she but she feels the warmth almost instantly. And she looks at you and squints because you have shine coppery scales. She doesn't know how a creature like you could produce warmth. But she kind of pulls it in and nods her head, and then you put the hat on the little girl, and she and takes it and starts skipping, mud splattering upon her already dirty dress, her little puppy dog in her arms. And she goes, Renee, stay close to me. The mom does. And then Renee comes back. Lance, do you give the toffee when Renee comes back?
because here you go. See, it's not so bad. Gives it.
You're very handsome.
Well, thank you, Renee. And you're a very cute little girl and very cute little dog. Sniffy, right? He looks at the dog.
Mm-hmm.
So stay out of trouble and, you know, watch the
Oh,
rats.
I always stay out of trouble except this one time.
He will choose to believe her.
Yeah. No insight
Okay.
needed.
Okay, let's not groom the young girl.
Fox. And so you all walk along. So
I'm
then
out. Just wait for Leandra.
you will wait for Leandra.
Oh,
Yeah.
Leandra is like soaked. I think out of everybody, she's the one with the least clothing. So she's kind of like starting to shiver a little bit, but she does put her arm there to continue walking.
They walk ahead of you, Renee and her mother. You slowly but surely start to see muddied paths become more distinct. Windmills here and there creaking, pushed only by the rain, because wind doesn't even seem to happen right now. There's an old barn with like a crooked overlook, almost like the barn is shifted. And as you walk under, you hear bats flutter around your head above you. And we make our way inside the village of Barovia. I have now changed the map. So as we know, our amazing Theo was given 2 magical items upon our first session. He was given a lantern and a map. However, the map that he was given just has a pinprick that says the village of Barovia. So I would like to just clarify with metagaming that we do not know how many buildings or villages or whatever is in this. We are entering, if we look on our map, from the left side. So I'm pinging it right now. Farmhouses, boarded up, some of them are kind of there. Some have smoke coming through the chimneys. And yeah, she makes her way, the mom. Do you follow her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So
Cole is going to offer Leandra his cloak.
Aw, she
goes,
loves
"Oh,
dwarves.
Yeah, she goes, thank you, great dwarven master.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh.
Audubon smiles and then glares at the other 3 men.
Well, you don't glare at me. You don't see me.
He doesn't see him.
You sneaky boy.
Literally, Cole beat Lance to it, but seeing as Cole gives his cloak to Leandra, he goes, Master Dwarf. And he pulls out like his traveling clothes and he offers him the cloak in turn.
Oh, that's okay. The coolness of the water is helping my bunions.
You could have stopped at buttons. We knew that's what you meant. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, wow, my joke's getting no laughs. You all
Does
are gonna
Norbert
die.
still smell like roses?
Because they're over Cole's head. He's just a dwarf.
Yeah, sure, Peter. So yeah, she sees that.
Just an humble
She
dwarf.
sees you all helping each other. This mother, and looks back and goes, "So it's gonna be the Blood and Vine Tavern. It's the only place we really have that has any kind of comfort. But I warned you, I don't control the reactions that'll be in there, but if you want to follow me, I'll take you. Anyone?
I would like some ale myself.
Oh yeah, we have that. You, she points at Alusa. Are you comfortable going?
Do I have much choice?
I don't know. I don't even know why you're here. You seem uh she walks up to you, kind of whispers, you seem able to handle yourself, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate the sentiment. That being said, this rain is terrible.
Yeah, it happens 6 out of 7 days a week. Or 9 out of 10 days a week. This is D&D.
She says that.
Yeah, she totally does. I break the fall. Okay. So you all walk through the town. And then you reach a building. There's kind of a single shaft of light that thrusts illumination from this building into the main square. I will ping where that is if you would like to look at your map. The brightness kind of looks almost like a weirdly solid pillar against the fog that goes up to your knees and thighs. But as you look towards the light, there's just a gaping doorway with like some swinging type doors. And you hear the mumble of folks talking. And above the doorway, there is a sign that's kind of crooked, rusted chains. And it says Blood and Vine Tavern. That's it. Come on, Renee. And they
What a
walk
gloomy,
inside.
what a gloomy name.
They go inside the tavern?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
All of you roll perception.
Oh God, Nat 1.
Ooh, love it.
Ooh, nap 2.
Not 20. That's low. My bad.
So many things.
8.
How's everyone roll?
As well.
Yes, 11.
Okay. Anyone above a 15, you will notice that the N on Vine has been scratched to an F. So it says Blood and Vife. And that this was once a very nice tavern, but it's grown really shoddy over the years. It just seems really run down. Anyone who rolled below a 5,
Oh, still not me.
oh, is there anyone who rolled below a 5?
No.
After your modifiers?
No.
I think I was the lowest with a 6.
Cool, never mind.
Unless the nat 1 is considered below a 5 with a plus 10.
Nope, you guys are good. So yeah, you all of a sudden hear and look behind you, and a horse kind of trots by. The person's in a very dark cloak. We can't see their eyes, and they kind of look at you. The horse rears, and then they go off. Mud splatters on all of you.
Even me, I'm way out of the way.
Not you.
I will pause and whistle loudly and see if a mule comes. Since I'm reminded.
So do we enter?
Cole just shrugs and walks into the tavern. He's used to being dirty.
I'm going to call him a dick as he rides off. You dick!
No
Nothing.
manners.
He does not respond.
She goes, ow. Oh, no, not on your cloak. I'm so sorry, Master Dwarf.
Oh, that's quite all right. I didn't exactly wash it before giving it to you.
You don't have to say
Uh,
it.
Lance,
Well, we're inside now. She can
Lance
Oh,
gives her water skin so she can like.
feel. Thank you. And she'll try to clean herself off.
my pleasure, miss.
Gives her a cloth with it as well.
Thank you.
I'll start folding the cloak to put on a chair to cushion it so that my butt don't
We are not
hurt.
inside the tavern yet.
Well,
Oh,
I want some ale.
I thought you said that she opened the door.
No,
Or
sorry.
did
I thought that was this all happening outside or inside?
I think Cole
Apologies.
wanted to go inside.
Cole wanted to go
Okay,
inside,
so
I
Cole starts. Sorry, I apologize. Cole starts to walk inside. This all happens, and you all start to fumble in. I need Norbit to roll a D100.
Oh, okay. I also wanted to ask a question. The person on that horse, did I get a good look at him?
Roll me another D100.
Oh dear, that's ominous.
Yeah.
Once Audubon holds the door for everybody, they'll pause and quickly sketch the sign in the margin of a book, tuck it away, and then head inside.
So 48, then 98 was my rolls.
Okay, let's take a moment here. Actually, you know what? I know we just started. I know it's exciting. This is a great place to take our first break. So we'll go ahead and go to break as we enter the tavern, and there'll be some very fun and exciting things as a result of these rolls when we come back.
Ooh.
Cole
Good,
starts
because I need
looking
more
for a
of my
water
guts.
closet.
Oh
That
no!
means there could be something
Our
fun
breaks
that
are
takes
only
some life.
5 to 10-ish minutes, so chat in the chat, join the Discord, hang out,
Who's
and
your favorite character so far?
We'll
yeah,
be
say
back
who that is.
as soon as Justine figures out what a 48 and a 98 means. So
No,
we'll see you guys soon.
I need to pee. I'm sorry. Peter, go to break. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Curse of Strahd. So,
Bum, bum, bum.
we had Norbit, the gnome, the deep rock gnome, roll a 48 on a D100 roll. Norbit,
Mm-hmm.
Is he really that deep?
you start
How deep can you go?
levitating 5
Oh.
feet in the air. Everyone who's outside, who I think's everyone except Cole and Leandra, sees this. Now the 98, as you levitate and kind of, you don't even realize it because you're pondering so hard. The person on the horse had a fine cloak that was well made. Seems the opposite of this town. And it was definitely female.
Do we see him? Because I thought he was stealthing.
He didn't roll for it.
Yeah, I did. I got a 27.
Cool, no one sees that. No one at all.
The
one
reason
sees him
I asked about the person with the cloak, the person on the horse, was because while people weren't looking, he is going to cast disguise self on himself to
perfect.
turn himself into that person.
Oh, Lord. Okay, a woman's figure with a black cloak that is a fine make appears, and the best part is even though you're levitating 5 feet off the ground, you're so short, and this person was a normal-sized person that you just look like you're not levitating.
He's gliding along.
Yep.
That's perfect. There you go. I've cancelled out the levitation. I love
Is
it.
he
And
still in gnome-sized clothing? Because that would be amazing.
I think doesn't disguise self.
Yeah,
It's
it's
an
Yeah, but it
invisible
technically
illusion.
only makes you a foot bigger or smaller in either way, I thought. But
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
since he's levitating 5 feet, he can go a foot smaller and be the
It
same height
compensates.
of
Yeah.
this woman.
So he will see this. He will see this door held open still, and he's going to walk through the door and say, "Charmed, I'm sure," and then walk through.
Who else is entering?
Alusa would enter, but she's definitely like taking a look over the tavern, looking for threats
Okay.
as she enters.
Theo will enter as well.
Okay.
As Lance will also take a moment to enter as well. I think he'll be waiting for Leandra and Cole.
Cole
I
and
have-
Leandra are already
You guys are in,
right?
right? You would follow.
So you walk in.
Hmm.
The instant you smell smoke, melting pork, beer, hops, and old rotting wood. So what kind of assault your senses. And we will turn off this music because you're now not in the rain. And yes, there is a couple of the tables are occupied. There is a blonde gentleman kind of sitting in the corner. He kind of perks up and looks as you all enter. There is a rowdy group of three playing cards and drinking who don't give a shit that you have come in. And then there is a bartender who is just cleaning a glass, and then he'll occasionally pour a shot, take it himself, and then keep cleaning glasses. So not many folks here. And then of course the mother and her child who go up to the bar and sit down, and he puts some kind of stale bread and butter in front of them. And yes, you all enter. There is also a woman in a cloak who you can't really distinguish her features. Go ahead, Norbit.
Norbert will just find a seat at the bar if there is one, with nobody, but not directly next to anyone, ideally, and just sit there and sort of say nothing but try and survey the room.
You can't sit there. You're levitating.
Damn it. Good point.
Just floats on the stool.
Good point.
Yes, like
Walks
can you
over-
even move when you're levitating, or do you just float?
He just floats.
He's just floating in the doorway,
I-
pulling
I-
himself in.
I
You
feel
can push off. You can push off things. So I want to see if he can
Kick off the doorway.
try and really subtly
Why?
push off the doorway to just get to the bar, and then just surreptitiously grab hold of the bar. So I might need a sleight of hand on that push. So that's a 13. Probably not good enough for much.
That was great, Ghost.
Hey, you push up. I don't think anyone else is really paying attention. If they had been, you'd been fucked, but you're all right.
And just holding on to the bar now, just to hold position, and then just watching what happens in the room to see. If
Please
it's
roll me
safe for him to be
a
there.
dexterity saving throw.
That's something I'm good at. 19. I forget I have the dice. Damn it.
So a cat goes to jump up on you, which would have kind of revealed and blown your cover, but you perfectly go to the side, and the cat just hops in the bar, this black cat, and just stretches and then kind of walks like it owns the place. And then the bartender kind of looks up just from the cat, not from you guys, and goes, "Hey, you want anything, just come to me."
Could Lance do like just a general, like he's trying to scan this, so as soon as he walked in, he wants to kind of get a lay of the land. So would he be able to like do a perception check to like
Absolutely.
just see if there's anything of interest, anyone that looks shifty, anyone.
I mean, you've gotten shifty feelings since you entered this village, but absolutely you can.
Scrutinizing. Oh wow,
um
he's distracted by the cat.
What'd you roll?
It was a
You gotta say it for the Twitch streamers. Oh, that's a natural one for a
It was
7.
an hour one, so the cat distracted. It's gonna.
Yeah, you were about to like start
Exactly.
looking, and the cat just like, "Meow," and you were like, "What is
That!
that?" Yeah. Yeah, you don't say anything.
Okay.
Are you all just kind of standing in the entrance at this point?
Cole will fold up his cloak and set it on the seat of a chair, and that's just kind of ease himself down. Go, oh, and sit down at the table, nearest empty table.
Cole, you happen to sit at the perfect table in the corner. That's the only table big enough in this small inn that could fit your huge group of 7. Well, I guess we don't know who that woman is, so 6.
Um, is this a does this tavern also seem to have an inn attached to it or not so much? Is it just a tavern?
Yeah, so as you kind of look around and take it in, Alusa, you notice there's beautiful grapevines that are growing. You've noticed that everything's been kind of dead, but these grow, hanging around, hence the blood and vine. And all the grapes are like a very dark red, as they beautifully kind of line the rafters and kind of drop down. There's a beautiful roaring hearth, tons of seating. It's very hobbit-ish, if I were to describe it. Just natural comforts present themselves, but it
Mhm.
seems dead. Like the fact that there's only a person and then a group here and then the bartender, that seems strange to you. There is no upstairs landing. So, to the best of your knowledge, this is pretty much it. There's no kind of inn that you're aware of. You could obviously talk to the bartender if you wanted to.
All right.
Hmm.
All right. I think Alusa would walk over to the bartender and say, Master Tavern Owner, may I get your name?
Huh?
Your name, sir.
Looks behind himself. Oh, I'm Eric.
Eric, wonderful to meet you. My companions and I, as you can see, we got caught in the rain, and it is very cold and wet. What is on the menu that is hot?
I could heat up wine.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Is it made from these grapes?
I think so.
Excellent. Yes, I believe, and she'll point over to the table and say, yes, we'll have some wine, and then I smell some pork. Do you have some kind of stew?
Uh-huh.
Does it have mushrooms?
No.
Insight check.
Insight
Seems
check
so
him.
sure.
Huh?
Yeah.
Insight check him.
All right. Oh, my mouse isn't working. Okay, give me a second. 18.
Uh, he definitely does not know what's in the stew.
Okay. Well, I think she's gonna assume that it's probably okay, and she'll say, "Yes, we'll take 7 hot wines and 7 stews. What will that be?"
At the mention of you saying 7 equals business, right? It's the first time he's kind of looked up from the glass. And he goes, "Ooh," and backs up and goes, who are you?
We're travelers. Do you not get many travelers here?
No, it's Barovia.
Yes, about that. I don't think I've ever been to Barovia before.
If you want to eat anyone in here or kill them, you can't.
I mean, I wasn't planning on it. Well,
That one looks hungry. And he points it at Adabon.
Fully
Oh, am I walking in now? Sweet.
You're all in at this point. Sorry.
What? He looks.
I believe he's hungry for the stew that you have. To my knowledge, he does not eat people.
Roll persuasion.
Just the wine right now, thank you.
Roll with advantage because he's helping you.
And I'll stroll over to Renee and her mother.
Oh.
That'd be
Time to
22.
follow.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. He's like, well, a guest is a guest. Apologies, we don't get many weird folk like you all here. So yeah, I guess just sit in the corner and I'll get it heated up for you. You want bread?
Absolutely.
Is this one with you? He points at the woman in the cloak who's standing next to the bar.
I have no idea who that is.
What do you want? And he points at her.
Stew, wine,
What?
stew, and wine, please. He's really having to focus on that voice.
Yeah.
All right. All right. And he just walks in the back. Adamon, you approach the mother and her daughter. The minute you walk up, the mother puts her hand protectively over the daughter's shoulder.
I will lift my coat, I assume, off the chair or
Yeah,
off of her if she's still wearing it.
it was on the chair.
Give it a quick shake, put it back on, pick up the hat, and not quite put it on, but tip it. Tuck it into my arm, slide another piece of the toffee across the table to the little girl. I assume they're sitting near the fire.
Yeah, they're in like the back end of the bar where it's close to the fire, whereas you folks were kind of on the right hand side.
I'll step to the fire, kind of lean down, blow on it, cast thaumaturgy, so it doubles in size, gives off a bunch of heat for her. The flames themselves twist into a blood red to match the grapes, with a green kind of flickering in front. I'll turn to the mother. You have my thanks, and then I'll go sit beside Cole.
She wide-eyed looks at you and goes, "Not many magic folk around here." All right.
Leandra goes and sits on the other side of Cole.
Okay. So
Silent.
Theo and Lance, what are you folks doing?
I'm gonna walk up to the tavern owner and be like, for a tavern, it's awfully quiet in here. Do you mind if I play some music? Maybe lighten the mood.
He had just walked back and he has a big, like, what you'd assume is a stew pot, but there's wine in it, and he's like trying to heat it up. And he goes, we don't get music around here. Sorry.
So is that a no?
You want to play music?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Oh gosh, I know, a tavern with music. Who would have thought?
Well, you don't get it. We don't really get. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, just you can do it. But I get half of whatever you make. And he looks at the group of rowdy folks who are the only ones in the corner that he knows will pay.
Sure. I'll go by that fire over there with the stool, and I'll just play a bit.
Tell us what that looks like.
So he walks over and grabs a stool, which is like a wooden stool with like 4 legs. And it has like a round circus like disc that you sit on. And so he's gonna set that down by the fire, which is like reddish
I meant what
orange.
Your music looks like, you fuck.
Inspiration.
Yeah, dude. Take it.
So he's gonna sit down and he's gonna pull out his flute, which is a where is my flute? Is my flute in my picture? I think it is. It's a pale flute, made of like a light wood, and he's going to give it a few test blows, and then he's going to place his fingers on it, and he's gonna blow into it and play something a little bit uplifting. It's gonna be a fast-paced little ditty to try to cheer everybody up for the rain outside.
Roll performance.
Does the woman at the bar, aka Norbit, look like Theodore?
Look at Theodore or look like
like
Theodore?
I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration to cancel out that nat 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one was really good.
What I get for being spicy and explaining, what a stool looks like.
That is, it's what I call instant karma.
23.
Your tune is beautiful. It almost blends with the rain. Like the rain is uplifting the sounds that you hear as it weaves its way through the sounds that already exist and kind of just lightens the mood. Perfectly done. Someone is having some background music come through. Just a heads up. Sounds like a TV. So yes, as you start to play, I would like to know what Leandra and Lance are doing.
Well, Leandra had sat next to
Cole.
Okay. Is that you're sitting and waiting, or?
Yeah, she's not been out a lot, so she's just observing. she seems to her it seems like there's different customs here, so she's just trying to like get it like gauge
Her
them,
bearings.
like get her bearings of what is acceptable here and why people do what they do.
Okay. Lance?
Lance actually would like to approach Renee's mother, but at a distance, like kind of like sit close to them, and he'll pull out his tome, lovely. It's like silver. It's got this like steel color like borders to it. Like he pulls out, he flicks his fingers, and his quill appears. He goes, "Madam, I don't mean to pressure you, but is there a reason why people don't come to Barovia? What is the why are you so weary of strangers?"
You really don't know about this place.
Not really, no. I was invited to come. I met some very strange people.
You were invited to come?
Yes.
By who?
I believe the lady that is the ruler of the land, I think.
Her eyes are just wide staring at you.
He will describe to her Strahd.
You've never been here, but you've talked to her. Yes, I know my accent's not southern. We can all take a break. Okay, go ahead.
He goes, well, yes, I received an invitation. And she made
let me
something
see
clear.
it.
He kind of reaches into his bag.
So how many of you received this invitation?
Are you asking Lance or
everyone?
I'm too busy blowing my flute.
Okay. For anyone who had gotten the letter and who decided to open it, I'm going to tell you what it says inside. Is that okay? Hail to thee of might and valor. I send honor to thee. We plead for thy so desperately with needed assistance. The love of my life, Irina Kolyana, has been afflicted from an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. Please help us so we may assist in this. So that was the letter you got. And she reads it and goes, this letter is about Alina.
He goes, and
you need to talk to Ismark.
And that is, sorry, new in town.
She points to the blonde-haired gentleman who's sitting by himself.
Okay, thank you. And he kind of makes a note of that. May I have the letter back?
Oh, yeah. And then the little girl grabs it and says, but I want it.
He goes, well, Renee, I'm sorry, but I do need that. It's to help someone.
No, it's mine.
Alusa comes up behind and grabs the letter from her and hands it back to Lance.
That's
that is what Mom calls rude.
Taking something that doesn't belong to you in the first place is also rude.
But
and
I was
sit down on the opposite end of the table as far away from Cole as she can get.
The little girl follows you and runs up and says, I was told to try to take anything I could in a world of no opportunities for me. And the mom gets like really embarrassed at that.
I support that. But that also doesn't mean that I shouldn't take things when I have the opportunity to as well.
You're bigger though. That's called bullying.
Boo.
Boo.
She walks away.
I'll call Renee over to me. I'll be like, Renee, come here.
Oh, hi. I like your music.
Oh, thank you. I've been practicing a long time.
You're very good.
Well, that's what practice does.
You can't make much money here though, because none of us have any.
Oh, that's okay. I just wanted to see if I could cheer everybody up, but
I feel happy.
Oh, good. I'm sorry that they stole your letter from you.
It was my letter. You're right.
And I'll hand over my letter.
Is it the same one?
Yeah.
She opens it. Oh, it'd help if I could read.
Probably.
Lucky.
But Sniffy can read, so it's okay.
Who?
Sniffy. And the dog goes, "Ruff."
Oh, your dog can read.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna insight check that.
Yeah.
It can read, it just can't speak it.
Read.
Yeah.
That's 6.
Yeah, her dog can read. Absolutely.
Wow, that's really cool. How'd you manage that?
I don't know. I just would say, let's go to the bakery, and he would know. So I assume he could read the sign.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I know everyone's kind of weird, but I just want to say I'm really glad that you're all are here.
Oh, yeah. Well, good thing we got invited.
I like to go to the grapevines, the vineyards up on top of the hill. So if you ever want to come see me, I could maybe get you some grapes.
Oh, grapes would be great. But you probably shouldn't be straying out on your own after what happened.
Good call.
Even
but
if you
I'm
take
going
your
to.
Okay.
And she kisses your cheek and runs away.
Oh, you're so cute before they die. And he goes back to playing music.
So at
this point, who's all at the table? I know Lance, you've walked back.
Actually, on his way back, Lance sort of noticed because I assume that Norbert's this guy stands out in the tavern, and he'd been like, he'll go over. He's curious. He'd be like, "I'm sorry, my lady. Because I'm new to town. I'm Lance too. Can you tell me a little bit more about the town, actually?"
Away, creep, I'm married.
Is I meant to no offense. Deception?
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh, mean. Yeah, I deserve that. Oops, sorry. 15. I am going to... I don't like that roll, so give me 1 sec. I am going to use this, which means I need a 6 to beat that.
Did we lose someone?
Belvedere.
We lost that one, unfortunately.
I called him Beta.
Only an 18.
Beta's gone again.
You rolled an 18?
Yeah, 18 total.
Roll perception or investigation, Lance, either one you want.
All right, investigation it is. Oh, 24.
Oh.
He's rolling good now. He's like rolling. Yeah. Is it the way he said it? Like.
Yeah, he said it, but there was like this. It was a good voice, but there was like a gruff edge to each end of the word that kind of sounded like Norbit.
Could he like he could like wait? He's like as he goes, "Oh, I'm so." He like looks at him closely. Can he try and like see and discern if it's an illusion or he's actually shapeshifted? Like he like.
Yeah, roll investigation. It's gonna be a high DC, but you can try.
Okay. Could it be Arcana? I think it's the same actually. It's fine. I'll roll. Please don't roll low. He rolled low. But it's okay. He can't.
I think nonetheless, you're sort of looking so closely at Norbert now that you're gonna hear a voice in your head that just says, "For God's sake, Lance, I'm trying to blend in. Just back off." And that's just in your head.
He goes. Out loud, he goes, "My apologies, my lady. I didn't mean to pry." And he's got his eyes gonna be like, okay. He's gonna like walk back to the table.
Love it. Okay. So the 5 of you are at the table as Theo plays melody. You have no idea where Norbit went. And you all are served hot wine and stew. The stew is made up of beef, beef, pork, hot a pork broth. There's some cut up potatoes and carrots. It's
Sounds nice, honestly.
slightly salted with a bit of seasoning, and it's just what you need after being drenched in the cold. And the wine is a very basic red wine. It tastes kind of salty and it's really hot, but it's good.
As Lance sits down, he goes, lovely. Sorry, before we all start, these letters that we have, looks over he goes, I'll go first, and he hands his letter to anyone that wants to see it. Does anyone have a similar letter to this?
Question. DM. I
Mhm.
was given a letter to hand to someone, right? I didn't. From. It wasn't this one, right?
Um,
Slide it up one.
worst giving me.
'Cause I was given a letter to hand to someone. I didn't think it was the same.
Correct, it's different.
Okay. She wouldn't open it, and she was like, "Well, the letter I have wasn't for me. I shall not open it."
Okay. The bypass of Leandra. Anyone else have a similar one to this?
I had a letter.
Oh, you're here.
Oh, I'm not. Never mind.
No, you can.
I'll
You
just
come
call
back
over from
and-
the fire. I had a letter.
Okay.
Lucy would call
Sounds
to
good.
Theodore and say, "Do you want food? I ordered you some."
Oh yeah, food's good.
There's food for you at the table, buddy.
Oh, did you mean now? Oh, okay. I'll get up and walk over there.
Okay. So you all notice Norbit's not there. And as you're talking, and as you all, so anyone who is given a letter from the strange gentleman that walked into the bar, your letter was the one that I read before. I could reread again if you want. For those, oh man, I messed it up. I'm so sorry. Can I redo it? I'm the best DM. Please love me and understand DMs make mistakes. So, sorry. From those of you who got a letter from the gentleman, which is the one I had read before, but it was wrong, it said, "My friends, know that it is I who have brought you to this land, my home, and know that I alone can release you from it. I bid you dine at my castle, and we will meet in a civilized surroundings. Your passage here will be a safe one. Your host, Strahd." So that was the letter that those of you got from the person who walked into the tavern.
The
From those of
gentleman
you,
in colorful clothing.
yes, correct.
Okay, so it was that one.
So
Sorry
I
about
did
that.
talk to that man, but my description does not say that I got a letter.
Well, then you didn't get a letter. Sorry
Alright.
about that. I'll figure this out after. I'm really sorry.
Just
one
real
of
quick.
you.
Just real quick, I want to thank Mario and Unicharge for resubscribing, and I want to welcome Ghost Double O as a new subscriber.
I was gonna do that too. My bad. And then the ones who got the letter from the Duchess, that was the one I had read earlier about Irina.
Okay.
So just confirming, no mushrooms in the stew, correct?
No.
Okay, so Lusa would eat her stew, and she's kind of looking over the people in the bar, and the redhead at the rowdy table keeps catching her attention. So what's going on over there?
They are loudly drinking, playing cards, laughing, and telling stories.
All right.
Okay.
She catches your eye too.
So I think if she sees that the redhead looks back at her, she would pick up her wine and walk over and be like, may I join?
The two males at the table go, "Who are you?" "Yeah, who's this guy?"
Uh, she looks at herself and just like, guy. and,
It's a common phrase, okay? Get out of here.
My name's Alusa. You look like you were having a great time.
Yes, I believe I know Lisa that would join.
All right. And she'll sit down next to her. What are we playing?
Oh, good, darling. Would you like a hand?
Always.
The male has kind of a big skull like I see tail of kitty. Has like a big skull like piece on his head with antlers that come out, like a really cool headdress, and he deals you in. The other one kind of looks like a just like a bandit, like classic bandit clothes, and he's just drinking directly from a bottle of whiskey, and they deal you in. Let's see how good your poker face is there, Lusa.
Yes, and you are?
Meredith.
Meredith. Pleasure.
No, the pleasure's mine. And you start playing a few rounds. Let's go back to the main table. You all see Alusa walk over to those folks.
Can we hear their conversation?
You can. Oh, you're with the group now. Roll perception.
Hold on, I got a cat in the way.
How dare.
11.
I mean, she's not trying to hide it, so.
Okay, I'll take the DC down. Anything over a 10, you guys can hear it.
I would like to point out that I'm just reading the lips of people in the room. I don't need to hear them.
Amazing.
I'm going to look around and I'm going to see Adabon and be like, well, he doesn't want to hear this. So I'll look over to Leandra and I'll be like, Leandra, they're going to fuck.
That Leandra looks. She's
just saying.
Can she hear? Can she try to hear?
Yeah, roll perception. Everyone was welcome to roll it. Sorry.
Cool.
16?
Keep an ear out.
Oh, yeah, you can hear it.
She's like, I dare say you're right.
17. He goes, what? He gets confused because he was still thinking about the letters. Who's gonna? Oh, so Lusa.
I feel left out now.
Lance is like, yeah, I mean, what? He looks. He was not really following the conversation that well.
We don't really Sorry, that was not the voice. We don't really invite other people to play, so you should feel lucky there. Oh, Lusa.
I'm always very lucky.
Yeah, you look it. What are you, a drow?
I am. Is that a problem?
Nah, I had a couple guys I used to play poker with who were drow.
Excellent. Then we're going to have a great time.
Yeah, well, we will at least. And then at that point, the redhead kind of elbows and says, like, just gives a look.
I think Alusa would reach out and like tuck a strand of hair behind her ear.
She smiles and says, so what are you doing in my bar?
Your bar? Are you the owner?
Us 3 are. And the other 2 guys puff up their chests.
Well, mainly just getting out of the weather. Looking for warm accommodations.
You could stay as long as you like. And then the guy goes,
yeah, if you can pay.
And then the other dude goes, can you shut the fuck up and play poker? Like, he's so frustrated. And they start dealing more cards.
And Leandra goes, and those 2 are splitting up.
Lance is like, I'm sorry, are we here to explore drama? He's like,
You want to see it? They know to roll around a little bit.
I think Luce is going to be exploring some cave.
Oh,
okay. It's like, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sitting next to Leandra, Cole is trying to eat his stew, and he keeps trying to. His hand shakes a little bit as he's lifting the spoon, and everything falls back into the bowl, and he's getting exasperated as this happens over and over again.
So can Leandra like try to mend the spoon so that it's like more like a ball, like a ladle?
Like it hooks on his wrist and he can.
No, more like a ladle so that it
Oh,
doesn't spill as much.
yeah, absolutely.
She casts it on him so he can eat properly. There you go, Master Dwarf.
Tisha?
While everyone's looking over,
Tisha.
like looking over at their food and looking at the poker game, Norbert's just going to start walking towards the table, drop the spell, figuring no one will notice, and then just sit down at the table and not
And
say
he
anything.
would notice that Alusa did order food. Enough food for him.
He did.
Aw.
He just decided to go over and have some.
Yeah. What did
The
Cole say? What
bun.
was Cole saying?
Hmm.
Cole was saying something
Oh,
before.
sorry.
Oh, he called you Tisha.
Oh. My
I'm
mistake.
I'm so glad you've come to visit me.
Nass looks at Cole.
She says, "Are you alright, Master Dwarf?"
You've you don't look like you've been eating well.
I think I'm perfectly fine, thank you.
Lance looks at you. Goes, yeah, she looks fetching. I mean, yeah. I don't know what you mean, Master Dwarf. He looks at.
He blinks a little bit and looks around and starts
like, well,
eating his stew again like nothing happened.
Hmm.
What were you saying, Rex?
Oh no, nothing. I was just. Is he okay? Like, looks
I
at.
don't know, but I've met many dwarves that do all sorts of strange things. It's fascinating.
That's true. I mean, one of my favorite mentors at Candlekeep was a dwarf.
I do love dwarves, yes. They're so knowledgeable and funny and grumpy. It's funny to tease them.
I just
No.
look over to Cole and be like, none of those things apply.
None of those. Denied. Like, not serious.
Amazing.
Not-
Does anyone notice that Norbit just sat down?
Yeah. So as I have this conversation, Lance goes, "Oh, hey, Norbert, there you are." Like, he's very bad
You
liar.
were busy?
Oh, I think he was just doing his thing, right, Norbert? Looks at him, saying his name too many times.
He's just eating some food. Doesn't answer.
Love it.
He's around. He eats a lot.
Right.
At this point, Renee's mother gets up, ushers Renee, and walks up to Adabon at your group table and says, I'm going back to New York. She's Southern now.
New York's in Barovia?
Shut up. She, just kidding. She says, I really appreciate you all looking out. And here, in her pocket, she pulls out a glittery like stone. It says, it's worth something, but not as much as my daughter's life. She gives it to Adbon.
There's no death here.
I know, it's a gift.
Then he will take it.
Yeah, I'll need anything. I live on the northwest side of town. And also, my name's Sashina.
Sashina, are you safe where you are?
You really are strangers here. No one's safe here. Not even you.
Then
What
I
is it?
could use a chair for this evening, if you have one to offer.
A chair to sit in?
A rocking chair, but yes.
I don't have anything for you. I'm sorry.
I'm sure your doorway will do just fine. Can you describe your host for me?
She looks very uncomfortable.
Hmm.
I don't. She leans forward. I don't mind if you come, but I don't trust the folk you're with.
I'm sure the porch would serve us just fine. A little girl should feel safe at night.
All right. Well, I live on Canterbury Street. It's just you won't miss it if you come off of the town square, which is right here. You just go up, and then you'll see it on the right. My house has the blue shutters. You have to deal with the wailing, though.
What does that mean?
Well, I live across the street from Mad Mary.
Is she the danger that you talked about around here?
Oh, no. Not Mad Mary. Well, at least I don't know. No one's seen her for about a week. She just be crying in her house.
Leandra just focuses on the wrong thing because turns it out to bomb. She wants a rock jacket, big one for you.
And that's like,
What?
and
Totally takes me an hour. It's fine.
I mean, y'all seem to have magic, so according to my daughter, she has a big imagination. But I don't want to speak out of turn. But you'll notice that some people here have a blank expression. If you know what I mean. No.
Oh no, he's always like that. He's been like that since I met him.
I don't mean you visiting folks. I mean the folks that were born here, raised here. There's something about Barovia that just seems to suck the souls out of people. So, anyways, I gotta go. I do encourage you to talk to Ismark about the letters you received. I think he could be helpful, and his father is the mayor of the town, so that would probably be helpful. But I'm gonna go now. And Renee runs up, grabs Annabon around the neck, hugs him, and then leaves.
If I arrive after dinner, it wouldn't be an imposition, would it?
She's at the doorway, the lightning striking behind her as she looks back. No, sir.
When a man loves a woman.
Get out of here.
I'll whisper
Cool
to
singing.
Leandra, they might fuck too.
This is
That's what I did.
I guess I'll make a special rocking chair.
Lance is trying to blot that out of his mind. He goes, okay, so Rithma, was that the name that he heard from? Like, was that the blonde guy sitting with the group?
His name was
Like-
Ismark.
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 But that's him though, right? In
Mhm.
the corner. He goes, right, what was I no rocking chair. He looks at Leandra. Well,
But do you want one too?
can we? He pulls up the letter. He goes, that man may have the answers we seek. Are you not curious?
I was not invited here via letter. I was dragged into being here.
Okay, regardless, those do have a letter. I'm gonna go over and talk to the man. If anyone wants to come, you're free to come. And he looks at her. She like gets up, walks away. He's confused.
One day you'll appreciate it.
I'm sure.
I'll go with Lance.
I'll stay drinking. No way.
But I don't care.
So Theo and Lance walk over. We are gonna switch to Alusa. So Alusa, you have won 2 of the 3 poker games that have happened. And Meredith is kind of raising her eyes at you.
In a good way.
Yes. So where do you come from?
Where all drow come from. The Underdark, of course.
What makes you find yourself in Barovia?
Oh, I got a letter. I'm supposed to go to a dinner, I suppose. I did find out that I did actually receive the letter. Apologies.
Can I see the letter?
She'll slide it over very smoothly.
She takes it, but she kind of grazes your fingertips as she takes it and opens the pages, and her entire demeanor changes. She went from this sultry seductress who was playing cards to sitting up straight. She looks at the other two. Taro, Jeff, look. And they both know the tone in her voice and look over, and they all just look at you, all three of them. No emotion on their face except intensity.
All right, she looks at them and she's like, well, we were having a great time. Could you please explain this? Admittedly, I don't know who invited me to dinner, but it seems that you do.
Slide the letter back to you. You don't know who Strahd is?
I'm assuming that I had never heard of Strahd before coming here, so
None of you have.
yeah. I'm afraid not. I feel I may have met someone upon entering Barovia.
The most beautiful one you've ever seen.
If undead is your thing, sure.
You have a journey ahead. I hope you survive. And she kind of leans in as she says it, then just stands up, looks at the two, clicks her tongue, and they all leave.
Well, that wasn't as helpful as I thought it was going to be. And she'll get up and walk back over to the table.
Well, that was useless.
So you all walk back to the table. Lance and Theo walk up and head to this blonde gentleman who I will ping on the map for you. So it's this guy right here. And he looks up and says, hello.
He goes, hello, I'm Lance. He looks at Theo. This a good acquaintance, Theo. We were directed to you because of letters we may have received.
Yes, absolutely. Please sit. Would you like wine?
I'm good, but Theo, he looks at.
Oh, I still have my glass.
Oh, indeed. Well, maybe I'll get a decanter for us to finish later. Sir Eric, please, wine. And then the guy just goes, Eric the Lesser, always wanting more wine. And he starts pouring it into a decanter.
Thank you.
Now, while
Good to see.
most of the folks you've seen in Barovia have the gaunt cheeks, you haven't seen many, but kind of shadows in their eyes. This gentleman seems in his prime, rejuvenated, ready to chat.
Well, I guess I'll go first. He pulls out his letter. Have you seen this before, my good man?
Are you comfortable if we do introductions first? My name is Ismark.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. Nice to meet you, Ismark.
Your name, sir?
Oh, it was Lance.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
We did that, Ismark. We did that.
I'm sorry. I just don't get many new folks here, and I'm in quite a conundrum, so I'm a little overwhelmed.
That's okay.
May I see the letter?
Of course. He pushes it towards him.
He looks at it and starts reading. This isn't from my father.
Your father, the mayor.
Indeed, yes. He is. I don't recognize the script. And he hands it back to you.
Okay.
But I sorry if you hear my dog speaking her toy. I do have a plea, if you'd be willing to listen.
I looks at Theo. I'm fine with it.
Sure.
I think I could be wrong, but I think that this letter comes from Strahd. She's a beautiful vampire who runs this area, and she helps sometimes and hurts others. And anyways, don't tell anyone I said that, but I could introduce you to her. She might be able to let you escape, since I'm assuming you can't get out from the mists.
Question. And he pulls out a little flask that he used to contain his memory strand.
Oh,
It still has the same memory playing of Strahd talking.
take a point of inspiration.
He goes, thank you. He goes, is this the woman you speak of? Is this Strahd?
Tell me how this memory, does it go into his mind? Is it like viewed? Like, tell me how this
But
works.
now, like, he just it's like for those who are familiar with Harry, it's like the pencil. It's like a mist, kind of like, and you can kind of see the features there, like very briefly. He goes, I can project this, but he can't. He shows it to him.
Right. So he sees his cup of wine kind of mist swirl over it, if that's okay, and pour out. And this vision, and he Bynum spills, the mist dissipates, and he goes, that is Strahd. And as he says it in this bare whisper, the cracked windows, you hear of bats just almost fluttering around and then take off. And he goes, she hears everything.
Looks around. Okay.
All of the rest of you would have heard these bats too, even if you don't hear this conversation.
Lance, Theo, for what do you think?
Well, that's ominous.
Norbert is actually going to speak into this guy's mind and say,
even though he's not part of this convo. Okay, go ahead.
The one guy, but I'm lip reading, so I've you know, been privy to all of these words, and just say, in his mind, she can't hear everything, but that's all he adds.
So his eyes widen, he looks at Lance because he thinks Lance said it and goes, you are someone I really want to talk to. This is great. But Lance has no idea why he said that.
He's like, I'm sorry. Pardon me.
Can I just say that when Elusa came back to the table,
Mhm.
Leandra looks at her. I thought you were going to stay a bit longer.
Sorry, I couldn't
Yeah,
hear
Mariana,
you.
you're getting a little quiet.
I said, she said to Elusa, I thought you were going to stay a little bit longer with them.
With Meredith. Yeah.
I thought I was too, but apparently this vampire everyone is up in hullabaloo's about ruined the mood.
Oh, there's a vampire nearby. I must introduce myself immediately.
You already have.
I'm sorry?
In the woods.
She was a vampire.
Yes.
Oh, no wonder
she
she's
was.
so beautiful and graceful. In that case, we're all good.
Regret.
I really do not understand your affinity for your affinity for the undead.
Well, I was brought up by two vampires. Myself.
Lucy's like, okay.
Well, technically, my mother was not a vampire when I was born, but she eventually became it. I don't see what's wrong with that. They've been lovely parents.
Theo and Cole, how are you reacting to this conversation?
Well, I thought Theo was with Lance.
Yeah, I think it's Cole.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
Cole
Cole and
and
Audubon.
Audubon, how are you reacting to this conversation?
Go ahead.
Audubon has just been swirling and smelling his blood grape wine, not really reacting to anything.
Okay. Cool.
Cole is just kind of staring down at his suit, not registering anything.
So we'll
And-
switch back to the three-party combo. So at this point,
Just ignore the old man.
at this point,
He's
Ismark looks up at Theo and says, "Can you talk in people's minds too?"
What now?
Can you talk in people's minds too?
No, crazy.
Wait, I heard him talk in my mind, and he points at Lance.
I'll look to Lance. Can you talk in people's minds?
That is not part of my repertoire, no.
I heard
And
one
then
of
it
you
clicks
talk in my
because-
mind.
Yeah, like he remembers Norbert spoke in his mind. No, it wasn't me. But I think I know who it might have been. So just look around for Norbert.
Oh, you're with those folk?
Yes.
I mean, with is a very, strong term for how we met, but
Yeah.
I respect it.
Agreed.
Well, anyways, are you looking to I want to know your goals, I suppose. Should we invite your other comrades here?
He's just gonna quickly. Norbert's just gonna quickly whisper to Lance and Theo at the same time and say, "You can both talk back to me at any time this way."
holy fuck.
Yeah, Lance's like, oh. I hate you.
I hear it too. I hear it too.
Take inspiration.
It's all right. It's like we're not going mad. It's just he whispers to him, "It's Norbert."
At that, Ismark, I think, stands up and goes, please, friends of Lance and Theo, please come to the table.
Yeah, Lance waves them over.
Norbert reluctantly gets up and goes over.
Leandra, you do too?
Yeah, she gets up, and as she goes to Lisa, and I don't understand what you have against them.
End the conversation. Bye.
Yeah.
What about Alusa?
Alusa will follow and
Shake her head.
she's like, oh, there's only the murder and the blood sucking and the mind control.
But she walks over.
Yeah.
They just talk.
This guy's just like, oh my god, these guys mean business. Cole, what about you?
I can't really talk right now.
Okay. Adabon, what about you?
I suppose as he realizes everybody else was leaving, then he'll get up and follow.
Okay. So you all sit at this very, very cozy space because it wasn't designed for this many folk.
I'll
Down.
just lean her up against a pole. It's fun. I'm sure there's one of those.
Oh yeah, with grapevines coming down. And at that, we will take our next break. Theater's available to put us to break. So thanks for listening. Join the Discord and keep in touch. We'll be back in 5-ish minutes. I hope Peter can actually put us to break and I didn't just do that. Because if not, tell us who your favorite character is or who you think the first person is to die. I will type who I think the first person is to
We're taking
die.
bets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're
So
too
far, we're
high.
not on break yet.
Yeah, we're not on
Yeah.
break.
Oh,
Adabon, no!
Oh no! Someone thinks Adamant's the first to die. It's not me.
It's you!
Don't judge me.
When did the other guy-
That's right, audience. If you want to save a little girl in this campaign, you're gonna die.
I'm
Yeah.
starting to think that it's going to be Leandra because she's all about these vampires. And Elusa's going to be like, you know what? This is sketch. Like,
Yo.
she got
Yeah, that's
Alusa's already like, this is sketch.
Alyssa and I got to hit on each other,
That's
so
not
it's
bad of you.
awesome.
vampire lover.
She said those things, the murder, the mind control. Because
Sure.
Yeah,
counterpoint.
Yep. It'll be like, hey, I just met you. Your parents
This is
killed
crazy.
mine.
But I would love you, I guess.
I mean, no, I was going to say something. It's dirty. I'm not going to say it.
You want
That
to?
was dirty.
It's dirty.
Oh man, we're still on. I feel like I have to continue, but I got a piece so bad.
Just go.
Go ahead.
Okay,
We'll
hey,
we'll
I
entertain the
have a
crowd.
prompt
Oh, crap.
to my players to keep everyone entertained. Who do you think will be the first to die amongst yourselves? Enjoy.
I just said Leandra because
Okay,
We-
well,
there's a consensus going around.
you can just talk to everyone else.
You guys would be surprised how exhaustive that girl is.
I think it's definitely Cole.
I mean, if
I
he
just-
doesn't
I
get in
mean-
trouble, he
Yeah,
might
Cole
be
doesn't
fine.
have all his mental faculties, and that's tough.
I feel like at some point we're gonna run into like vampire hunters or slayers, and Leandra's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm part vampire."
Because you haven't already.
I think the only way Norman needs to die is if Alyssa kills him.
I
Huh?
think that could happen at any
Alyssa.
given time.
Yeah.
Are we
Otherwise,
supposed to be on break?
Yes, Peter.
Yes,
We're supposed to be on break.
Peter went on break.
Nothing else matters.
Hi!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to Curse of Strahd. This is our lovely game that we play on the D&D Play 20 server, which you can check out in the chat. We have lots of wonderful things, and we just started what's called One Shot Sundays. Belvedere, you want to tell us a bit more about what that is?
Absolutely. So, what can you busy yourself with when you're not watching Strahd? Well, join our Discord and sign up for One Shot Sundays. Absolutely amazing. We have several talented DMs in their own way and games. So we are running one shots. Join in. They're open to anyone who wants to play because we all like to play. Current games are D&D, but we are looking for anyone who wants to introduce our server to new and exciting games. I, for one, am excited to play Mouse Guard again. So please jump in, join a game, host a game. We would love to have you. Check out the server for upcoming streams, the rest of our streams, or to learn to play or practice your DMing skills. Please.
Also, if you are enjoying this somewhat chaotic session, which we hope that you are loving, we are doing an after show. If you go on to where your Twitch point chats are, you will see there are many an option. Please, for the love of goodness, do not click 150,000 points like Peter did and throw me off last session. But you can do wonderful things like stretch, highlight the message, hydrate. And for me, I'm drinking vodka soda water, so you can really get the DM having fun on this session. There's also pose a question, which is one of our most favorite. So the pose a question will be questions we ask specifically in the after show. Anything goes.
Run the after
You
show.
hear what I'm saying? Anything goes. Post any
What is an
question.
Eiffel
You...
Tower?
Yeah. No, Mario. So
No,
you
I
can
didn't ask
post.
it.
Oh, man, that was
You
Cole.
can create a magic item, give a bag of holding, all kinds of amazing things. Or hey, if you have an idea for what our points should do, we're empowering you. Put that as one of your questions. We will absolutely add it, think about it, whatever, all the good stuff. So please
Your
hang
favorite
out.
monster
join.
NPC. I dare ya.
Also, we have a shop. I know. You're like, really? These guys are promoting a shop. We work hard. We put a lot of time, effort, love into that shop. And there's some cool stickers. One of them says Captain Crit. You don't know who Captain Crit is, probably. And if you do, well, then fuck him. Let's buy the sticker and make him loose. So, yeah, with that, our group, our team. Anyone else want to add anything before I go back into the session?
In our shop, you can find designs by the one and only Daddy to put on your favorite sticker or coaster or shirt. So, hey, do that.
And a lot of the amazing ones are by the amazing Peter. And also, Peter's doing tech, so round of applause, which we should have done at the beginning. Come on, everyone. Round of applause for Pete. It's hard to do tech.
Peter is the D&D Play 20.
Exactly.
Yes.
is D&D plenty.
So
Someone's getting lucky tonight.
Go Raza.
it's Belvedere.
That was Belvedere. Hello
So
there.
in this beautiful bar, you all start walking towards the group that is already kind of assembled by this blonde-haired gentleman. You hear the crunch of leaves as you look down. The vines have lost some. These blackish red blood-colored grapes hang, and the bartender kind of one-eyed looks at you all as you walk over and starts boiling more wine. And this gentleman named Ismark kind of welcomes you all as you sit down. I know that we're kind of a little farther than that, but I'm restarting a bit, so please bear with me. Just making it a smooth intro from the break. And yeah, he looks around and says, I see that you're all from about around here. Hello, my name is Ismark Kolyanchevich.
Yeah, Ismark, we've done this twice now.
Well, there's some of your group joining.
Alusa will hold out her hand and say, pleasure.
Pleasure's mine. Thank you.
My name is Leandra von Teschen.
Von Teschen?
Von Teschen, yeah.
That almost seems like a Barovian name, but I've never seen anyone like you. It's a pleasure.
Again, wide smile, split tongue, fangs out. She goes, yeah, I'm different.
Different is good. Different is what is needed in this village. You, sir, it's Dragonborn, is it not?
I'm but a simple man from the bayou, but these grapes are treasured. Treasured indeed.
Indeed. There's nothing quite like the blood of vine and tavern. So
Been what occupied my thoughts for the last several minutes. A clever name seems oddly fitting.
Strahd gave her disciples the privilege to name it. I think that you met them. He kind of nods to Alusa.
What now?
Like, Lance looks at Elisa. I'm sorry.
You met the owners of the bar.
I did.
Right, they named this place, so what Adabon it was, right? He was talking about the name, and I just said that you met the owners.
Yes.
Also, you, sir, I think it was Theo. That was a lovely song that you played for all of us. We don't really get many bards around here. I'm going to assume you're a bard, and we appreciate you.
Anyway,
Oh,
I'm
anytime-
Norbert, and that's Cole. If you want to talk quietly, it'd probably be best to wait for tomorrow. I can kind of organize that. Otherwise, if you're that worried about,
he looks around. There's literally no one in the bar but you guys and the bartender, and he's like, I think that it's okay to talk now.
Can
I thought
hit a
what's her
bat with my
face?
cane?
Sorry, let's go ahead and go to Theo first.
I thought you said that Strahd could hear everything.
Who?
You,
Me, the
Yeah.
daddy, or this guy?
this guy.
Ismark. You did say
It won't change. That won't change.
well, you've seen me demonstrate that it can change.
Yeah, you talked in my head, and that was pretty weird. Adabon, what do you do with your cane? Right when he eats a piece of food. I'm the best DM.
Doritos. I smack a bat out of the rafters.
And flies out a window. You have a good point. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 of us and 8 windows. How about we all pick a window and close it? Okay.
good.
He walks up and closes a window.
Sorry, why are we closing windows? Because
the-
Strahd can hear everything. There's ways to hear people even with windows closed. I'm confused.
Just
I'm pretty
can you
sure
close the
that.
window, please, ma'am? I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Leandra, if you could grab that
goes-
one for me, that'd be great.
Is
Are
there
the
another
windows-
bat in the
Wait, 1
rafters?
second. Are the windows unlocked?
Yeah, they're all like open this much.
Then she uses thaumaturgy to shut them all.
You hear a slam as like some of you are walking up, and it's like, "Ooh, Leandra got power." And
Is there another bat in the rafters?
well, perception.
Let's look for that.
I'll look too.
Yeah,
I
let's look
I
for
have a
that.
DC.
18 for Lance. As he looks for a bat.
Good old 9.
Yeah, I feel
Good
like
old
Alyssa
nine.
would as well.
14.
Perception.
You just hear Theo muttering to himself, "What the fuck does a bat even look like?"
Anyone over a 13? Sorry, Norbit
Ooh,
and
good,
Alusa.
nat one.
Whoa! Well, I have something for you, Alusa. So anyone over a 13 would notice there are no bats in the rafter. Alusa, the shadows freak you out, and it looks like there's 12 bats in the rafters.
She takes out her bow and is like,
All of you see this. The bow.
Why are you so jumpy always, a loser?
Oh, he called you by your
cheers her
name.
and takes
Damn
another
it.
sip of the wine.
Oh, I heard our loser. I didn't hear her name.
That's my accent. That's different.
The
I thought it was clever.
the gentleman kind of walks up to Cole and pats him on the back as he's starting to fall asleep and says, "Are you okay?"
Oh, not again.
Oh God.
Did you just shit yourself?
That's Cole. He's old.
I wanted to say something, but I'm laughing too hard.
He waits. He waits.
Might I suggest you stand out of here, out of arm's reach?
No. And I kind of just lower my head and
He-
start sipping at my bowl.
He clicks. Eric, can we have 2 blankets, please? Eric kind of fumbles. This big guy just comes out and he goes, "Here you are, Ismark the Lesser," and drops them on the table. And then walks back, and Ismark says, "Please ignore him." And then gives you, Cole, the 2 blankets.
Okay. Cole is gonna, under the table, start taking off his trousers.
I'm gonna go reopen a window. Like, we're gonna need this air.
I agree.
110%.
Let's look at Leandra, please.
He's gonna wipe his tush with his cloak and then wrap a
His
blanket
cloak?
around his waist.
Lance looks at Leandra. Never touch that cloak again.
Norbert's just going to walk over to the window and sort of stand guard to make sure no bats come in.
Leandra, just do a quick spin for us, and I'm gonna check if she's got any errant poop on her.
She does. She spins.
Both of you roll a d20.
Well, Leandra as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much poo?
A 6.
Oh,
How much
no.
poop-
Oh, no!
How much
Oh.
poop do you have on you?
Even was no poops. You both got even. So there's no poop on her.
Good. I was worried that you were gonna roll a 6 as well. That would have been 3 sixes in a
Oh,
row.
Yeah.
I would have been.
Technically,
No,
18 is 3 sixes, but that's a different story.
Oh,
Okay, it looks like you're good, Leandra. I don't see any
Thank you.
cold
That is
droplets on you.
comforting. That is comforting indeed.
May I please,
apologies, it's Mark.
Yes.
oh, not at all. I can understand how overwhelming this might be for you all. Can I possibly persuade you with the journey? I think it might help you all out as well, but I will
be frank, it's a little selfish of me.
I mean, you can try.
Indeed, sir. And he kind of bows his head to you, Theo, and says, well, as you know, my name's Ismark. Please ignore the lesser comments. My father, he is the mayor of this town, and he's tried his best. As you can probably see, it's not the best of the best, but it's his best. And
We'll take the terms up front if you don't mind.
well, I appreciate if you let me give a bit of background, because I think it might help me plead my case. Thank you, sir. Well, I'll just get right to it since you're Dragonborn friend. I believe it was Adabon. He seems to want to skip right to the point, which I can appreciate a man who wants to do that. My sister Irina, she's wonderful in every way. Charity, fundraisers, kindness. If you think this town is bad now, you should have seen it before. Her and me just helping her along, but mostly her just try to help. But sounds like most of you've met Strahd. Strahd's a gift, but also a curse. He kind of looks around, sees Theo guarding the window, or sorry, Norbit guarding the window, kind of nods his head in appreciation and says, you see, I don't know what it is about souls in this town, but some folks have them and some folks don't. You'll notice some vacant eyes and some people who don't seem to have one. And Strahd pays attention to the souls. And he seems to go quiet. He seems almost afraid to talk about what's next.
Who took the souls of those that are soulless?
How does one operate without a soul?
Both good questions. Elusa it was?
It was?
You seem real respectful there, ma'am, and we don't know who took the souls. All we know is that some don't have them.
So are they the soulless undead?
They're not
Or just
undead.
empty
They're not undead. They definitely have a purpose. They just seem to have no happiness, no sadness. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, everyone's fucking depressed in this town. And he kind of like calms himself. He rubs his eyes. I'm sorry. I'm trying to really put the best foot forward here with you folks. And
The in between, then, the souls of the lost.
You seem to know a lot there, sir. I don't mean to be frank or rude, but may I ask why you have such knowledge on souls? Also, your friend smells real bad, so pardon if I hold my nostrils.
Have a reason to search for what happens to lost souls. Might I suggest you breathe through your mouth a little bit? It might alleviate the stress that you're feeling.
Oh no, you'll taste it. You'll taste it. I tried that. Don't do it.
He starts to
Don't
gag.
do it.
Holds his holds his mouth.
Realize your tongue was so sensitive there, Theo. I'm impressed.
Sorry, I was sorry, Leandra Chris. Yes, I'm so sorry. I've been doing it for myself. Here. And she makes the thaumaturgy area a little bit bigger. That all you smell is like this nice lavender scent.
Around coal?
You see them
around coal, yeah, like you don't smell anything else.
You almost seen the relaxation on the dark creases that were almost constantly in his eyes, and he says, I knew you were the ones to talk to. Well, right. I should get back to the point. So my sister, Irina, she's been targeted by Strahd. She has a soul, a damn good one. She's like I said, I'm sorry. I apologize, Theo. I'm re-explaining myself again, but I just get overwhelmed with new folks. It's But anyways, she's the heart of this valley. This settlement is truly even anything that it is because of her, and well, she needs to get out of here. Strahd's targeted her and kind of put her powers on her, and I really appreciate. Can you hear that? Sorry. Someone just decided to vroom outside. I'll really appreciate if you could help me out.
Where do you want us to take her?
Well, Castle Ravenloft. I'm not sure if you saw the fog. It hangs right above this. That's where Strahd lives. I need you to take her maybe to there's a settlement I know outside of here. I can give you a map, but I need you to agree first.
Didn't you say
What
something
does she
about
want
no
from
one
your
can
sister?
leave?
Sorry, you talked both at the same time. I don't know who said something first.
You go.
I was just gonna ask, what does she want from your sister?
That's something you might need to ask my sister.
Norbit, that was great of you. You let Alusa go first. I'm really proud of you. You're growing.
Oh, is the gnome not a fan of the drow?
This one.
And anyway, you said, did you not say no one can leave the mists?
Well, I haven't met someone who has. Except the dead, of course.
Cole comes over with the blanket wrapped around his waist, but it's not covering his backside. So, but he doesn't realize it. And he
Do we
comes
just
over to
see like a rat tail hanging out? Like, is that all?
Looks like too small, like it's a tiny creature's tail on a medium-sized
it's like a
PC.
hospital gown type of thing. And he comes over to stand by Norbit and he says, "You don't look taller." Because
You're
Theodore
welcome
said, "Sorry, it's a little behind, but it's hard to get a word in with Norbert here."
You're welcome to go back over there anytime.
I like being near the window.
Norbert moves away from the window and goes back to everyone else.
Cola following.
Haven't heard clear terms yet.
I don't, sir, I don't know what that means. I'm just asking you to take my sister Leandra to Leandra. Wow.
Leandra's your sister?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Big
I'm
lore
just
drop.
asking you. No, I'm asking you to take my sister Irina to somewhere that's not here, and with that, I will help you get out of here.
Leandra
What
just
power do you actually have to get us out of here? Sorry, Leandra.
Yeah, insight check.
Yeah,
for that
Leandra
dragon.
just gave him a little nudge. I have that effect on people.
Lance would like to insight check this man to see if he's telling the truth. Or is he just
Okay.
trying to manipulate us?
Yep.
These.
So I'm gonna Alusa. I'm gonna let Lance do his insight check, and then I'll respond to you.
That's fine.
I would like to use my inspiration.
Do you have inspiration?
He just gave it.
Yeah, he gave it to him earlier.
It's not much better, but it's not that one. 12.
This man seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
You don't know if that was a win or not. Cole?
Cole is gonna sigh in frustration, walk out the tavern door to find a good puddle to rinse out his pants in.
Love it. Alyssa, what had you said? I apologize.
So what power do you have to get us out of here?
Well, I know the ways of the Vistani. They're the only ones Strahd lets in and out of here.
And who are the Vistani?
They're a group of wonderful folk, honestly. It's hard to find fault in them, even though a lot of us are jealous of them. They have stories and joy
If you know their ways and know how to get out of here, why wouldn't you just take your sister and get out of here?
That is an excellent point.
Excellent point. Yeah.
only they're allowed out of here. Only Strahd lets them out.
So then how does us helping you have you help us to get out of here?
Because I have a connection I can pay a shit ton of money to.
But they can't help your sister?
Well, I would have given it, but she refuses to leave because my sister's a stubborn love.
So you want us to kidnap her?
No, not at all. I want you to convince her.
So you've already tried these people? By the way, are they travelers?
Indeed.
They sound like it.
Do they
These
have
Big
these
way.
pipes? And she starts to describe the pipes she saw.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Big wagons, colorful cloaks, good stories. That's them.
I would like to meet these people.
Well, absolutely. I could do that too for you, man.
Hmm.
So are you in or are you not? Because I swear I'm the only friend you're gonna find here.
What's the timeline that you're looking at here? Because we have a place we have to be, or I fear we will become a target as well.
No timeline, whatever you need to do.
Attabon?
As long as my sister is safe. He looks at Lance.
Oh no, sorry. I think Attabon was trying to say something.
your terms are not agreeable, at least for me. But your sister intrigues me. I will seek her out.
Well, I'd be happy to take you there, sir. You seem most armored of the bunch. Looks at your scales.
He tips his hat, but the hat is in his hand, so it's just an empty gesture.
I am definitely going to help you if that means you'll introduce me to those people.
Of course, ma'am.
Brilliant. But if
Sir,
it's a lady, I will happily help.
what was that again?
She didn't hear you properly.
Oh, and plus, if it's for the good of a lady, I will definitely help.
She's quite a lady. He looks at Theo. May I ask?
Tip my hat to Leandra.
I look at Theo and say, as Jasper, wow, I'm busy enough Jasper, Twilight, I'm sorry. As Ismark, he says, I will politely ask that you don't play music around my sister. It makes her uncomfortable.
Odd.
Any reason why?
He'll see her neck. No soon enough. He starts to walk up and go out of the tavern. Do you all follow?
I think Elusa would follow and come up right behind him and say, "Has she been bitten?"
He looks at you and just nods.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
Hello then.
I'm gonna grab Lance's arm and be like, so we're supposed to convince his sister, who he couldn't even convince, to leave. Is that right?
I mean, it's not the weirdest thing I heard since walking in here, but I guess so.
I don't know. It sounds like kidnapping, and I swore I would never do that again.
He goes, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Like the second whole time. I don't think it'll come to that. Hopefully, looks concerned.
Does everyone follow him out of the bar?
Chug the wine, stop at the bar. A bottle to go, please.
3 silver.
I will slide him a gold because that's all I got.
Oh, you're very generous here. Gives you a bottle of red and a bottle of white.
Is the white from your blood grapes as well?
No, it's from the hilltops.
Fair enough. I'll bag them both and go.
Hey, Adabon, since you're over there, maybe you could pay for the rest of us with everything we got. Thank you.
Bye bye.
He probably just did, to be fair.
Cole is outside tightening his belt, having put on his rinsed out pants, and there's a dirty blanket laying just outside the door to the side.
I don't know what Theo's passive perception is, but I more than guess that he expects that he owes a debt. And I will pay whatever the bartender is asking.
Oh, it's on the house. Just get the fuck out of here.
I will slide another gold and stare at Theo more intently.
There may be a couple outside that are kind of embarrassed to have seen Cole stripping off, changing.
Oh no.
Because he
Sure.
did it right there near the door.
Yeah, there was like two folks who were like, and then walked away. So yeah, you all walk outside. You just see rain, puddles of mud, smokestacks, and yeah, the brightness of the square is the only thing really. Everything else is dark and misty. You have the option to go left or right. Ismark looks at you, kind of nods his head, and goes to the right.
Is it dark outside?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
dark?
It's
I'll
dark
pull
there.
the lantern out.
I thought it was done.
Well, you've been in there for quite a while, but the rain clouds are making it very dark.
I'll pull out my special lantern.
Okay. So Theodore holds out this lantern. There's a white, pale blue light, white light that shows 10 feet around, no matter what's going on. You can kind of see with that. Not too far, but far.
Norbert sees this light and definitely goes off into the shadows, uncomfortable by it.
Such a drama queen.
So I'm gonna delete you all off the map just so I can place Cole's Crow on the map so we know where we're at. So that'll always be your token of where we are.
Cool.
So you're here. If you look on the map, are you guys in the Village of Barovia map?
We're in the tavern.
No, still in the bar.
Oh, hey girl, hey, let me help you.
Hey.
Okay.
There we
So
go.
do you see this right here?
Yes.
Mhm.
So yeah, as you walk, so the bar was here. So as you walk out, you see lightning, thundering, and on your left-hand side, you see there is a shop. And this gentleman with blonde hair that you've known, he kind of looks up, it's Ismark, and says, well, that's a Bill Rav's mercantile if you need supplies.
How long have we been at the bar? How many hours till dinner?
It was done
Right.
when you got there. I'd say you were there for 3-ish hours, so we're almost approaching lunchtime.
And how long do we think it takes to get to Castle Barovia?
You wouldn't know. You could ask Theo because he has the map, but you wouldn't know.
Cole would like to go into the shop, and buy some undergarments, some trousers, and some cleaning supplies.
Okay. So you all see Cole walk into the shop. Does anyone else proceed?
I'm still following
Lance makes a note too.
Ismark kind of looks and goes, oh, please, one of your party if you'd like to proceed.
I'm gonna look to the others and be like, I mean, maybe it's time we just go.
Audubon will take in street signs so he can find his way to the mother's house later, but he's ready to go.
If
towards
we're all talking about leaving coal behind, I'm okay with that.
I mean, not in so many words, Norbit.
I don't think that's the best idea, but you might
Have you
find
smelled
something
him?
you want. I have, I unfortunately have, but you might want to, see if there's something that you could find. I just don't want you to be unprepared.
Any holy water?
I think you have some of that.
Uh,
All right, I think
Lance,
Elisa then would walk into the shop.
yeah, Lance is not comfortable leaving Cole behind him.
So
For now.
Cole, Alusa, and Lance walk into the bar or the shop. Does
Shop.
Theo, Leandra, and Mari or Norbit and Nadavon walk in?
Heavy
Yeah.
sigh, walks inside.
Heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I need anything, so I'll just wait for everyone else.
Same. Leandra waits outside.
Okay.
I will put my coat over Leandra, I guess. If it's still raining. It sounds like it's still raining.
Yes, oh, thank you. It's better than the other one for sure.
Yeah.
So you all walk inside. The smell of candy, fresh baked bread, and oil hit your senses. There is no one inside.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Hello?
anyone
So,
here?
No
it's
one
not.
responds.
Anything here? Is there anything worth looking
No.
at?
Did you come in with us?
Yeah.
He did.
So if
Just
you
Sorry,
zoom
didn't
out,
see you there.
if you zoom out on your map, you'll see a list of all the wonderful items that are here.
Ooh.
And then all of a sudden you hear, "Hey, what are you doing in here?"
Uh,
Shopping?
he looks around. Yeah, he looks around for the voice. Yeah, we're trying to shop. Are you the owner? He looks around for where the voice is.
"Yeah, I'm the owner. What do you think you're doing?"
We just told you. We're trying to shop.
"Right, will you come in when someone's not in their own shop?"
The
Was your door
was
locked?
open. Yeah, he was.
All right,
Like,
will
I
you
just go look at
guys?
Lance and be like, oh,
He shrugs. He's like,
All right, sorry. I just been caught off guard. We don't get a lot of strangers here. What are you looking for?
he looks at Cole because he was the one that came in first. Master Dwarf.
Uh, I would like a. How much of that candy do you have?
I got I got a lot. How much are you looking for?
I would like a couple little bundles of that candy and
I can do that. 17 gold. Pops it on the thing.
17 gold. I almost pooped myself.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
that
not
smell
again.
of smell of you sounds like you have already.
You know what?
So,
I'm not paying 17 gold.
Oh,
How much?
sorry. I meant 17 silver. He kind of like looks
17
cocks
platinum.
his head.
I'll
I
give you
think
5 silver.
Okay, sounds like a deal. Pushes the candy towards you, opens his hand.
I would also like
No. Give me that 5 silver there.
fine.
Whoop. Take 5 silver out of your inventory.
I will. And
What else are you looking for? I got everything you want. My name's Bill Draft. I got whatever you need.
how
And if
about
you all look
arrows?
on Roll20, you will see all the things he offers. So he has weapons, tools and kits, venturing gear, you name it.
I would like a tent and a shovel, some extra clothing, and do you have any oil for lanterns?
I think I could provide you with all those things. Let's start an order. What was the first thing you wanted?
Um, a tent, a lantern, a shovel,
Okay, let's start with the tent. Okay, so for a tent,
Do you
I'll
have a
offer
6-person
you.
tent?
I have a 2-person tent.
I guess that'll do.
I'll sell you that for 16 gold.
1 gold it is.
No, no, 16.
That's
Roll
a bit
persuasion.
pricey.
Hmm. 16 is a lot. Is there anything we can do to
12.
lessen that price?
12.
12.
I mean,
I'm,
surely you don't sell a
I'm
lot of
willing
these.
to. I'm talking
Good
this
point.
for. I would willing to be go down 4 gold.
Down to
2-person
4
tent.
gold.
I think Alusa at that point she'll be pulling out a dagger and she's just kind of like holding it and she looks at him and she'll just go, "How about you start giving us a fair price before I cut out your tongue?"
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Ooh, I think I just peed a little.
Oh,
This is
no.
the first time Norbert's liked a loser.
Almost.
Yeah.
Then he remembered it, Tallusa.
All right. All right. Fine. I give you 5 silver for the 2-person tent.
Okay.
And she'll look over at Cole and like nod her head that that's a fair price.
Thanks, Laura May. And
It's just like, huh?
and the lantern oil.
Lantern oil.
I need 2 flasks of that, please.
8 silver.
Okay. And a shovel.
Hmm. 17 gold.
Dagger in the counter.
Just waiting for the
All right, all right. 15 silver. 15 silver.
Okay. And do you have any flour?
I mean, just what the missus makes for bacon.
Yeah.
Box in the
what I need.
back has like a big flower thing that's partially open.
I just need
Mark
5
the
pounds.
day, people. This is the day that Justine is going to regret giving us flour.
It's 7 pounds of flour he puts in front of you.
Yeah, that's good.
5 gold. It's flour that my wife uses. Don't even look at me.
Fine.
Lusa looks at him.
She saw her glass.
Oh, it's okay, Laura May. I'll pay for it.
Yep.
And what was the other thing? Oh, cleaning supplies. Somebody keeps having an
I'll
accident.
throw those ones in for free.
Okay, that's it for me. The total was what? I
Inspiration
think
to the
3
DM.
gold.
3
You're
gold.
asking me when I have to remember what I charged you.
3 gold.
No, it was way more than that, dude. We will come back to it after the session.
5 silver, 15 silver, something gold. I don't
I
know.
love stuff. I'll come back to it.
16 or 17 for the flower, I forget.
It was a lot. That's a natural 1 on stealth there, Mario. What were you trying to do?
Oh, spaghettios.
He may have been planning on stealing something, but he obviously trips over and lands on his face.
Oh,
Roll a D100 for me.
watch
Yeah.
Norbert, you're right. Because whoosh.
Well, we'll
Yeah,
find out in a second with
Lance, you see
with
him
his 26.
fall. Is it 26?
Yeah.
Backed by a sword.
Lance, you
We'll
see him
find-
fall, and as he looks up at you, as you say it, an eye appears on his forehead. The skin kind of splits, and this third eye comes out. And during that time, Dorbit, you had advantage on perception rolls.
Ooh.
He looks at this. Anyone see that? Is that he looks at Elusa? Is that normal for deep gnomes? He points at the third eye.
Definitely not. What is wrong with you, gnome?
When you point, he quickly pulls it down further over his face to try and cover the eye. He says, "Don't look at me."
Is there anything else you all want?
Do you have any more tents? I'm willing to. If anyone else wants tents,
16 gold.
he crosses his arm.
Alusa pulls out a second dagger.
All right. 5 silver.
5 silver.
And she's like, arrows.
How many?
6.
I thought you heard thunk, 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 thunk. Any trouble, boss? And you see a very large gentleman, completely beefed out on muscles, come up, and he kind of looks at you all, turns his head. He's 7'6" tall, almost as tall as Adabon, and looks up and goes, "Are these guys giving you a hard time?" The boss is like, "I'm making deals. Piss off." And the guy just kind of looks down, shuffles, and starts eating candy. "What are you asking there, ma'am?"
6 arrows.
"Oh, right. Yeah, 10 gold."
I'll give you 6 gold.
And he looks at this guy and he goes, "It's time."
And she just looks at him, looks him up and down. 6.
Roll persuasion.
Lance is ready.
Lance is ready.
He's ready for this.
23 natural 20.
Oh.
Fuck!
Whoa, never
So
mind.
you look at this guy up and down, and he is like, his eyes have those little heart emojis from anime, and he's just like, oh, and he just starts putting candy on the counter for you. And then the guy is like, "Damn it, Sarita." "Sure, you can have 10 arrows for 6 gold."
Thank you.
"Yeah, you're welcome." "Paddywimple, you're nothing. Get out of here." "Oh, boss, I'm sorry." Then he kind of like just stands over on the other side of the area.
I'll walk up to the counter with my collection of things that I'd like to purchase.
Sure. What do you want to purchase?
So I want 7 signal whistles.
Okay.
I want a blowgun and blowgun needles.
Okay, hold on. I should probably look at what's up. Okay. So wait, 7 signal whistles.
Mm-hmm.
Write this down. All right. What else?
Blowgun and blowgun needles.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And blue needles. Okay.
A grappling hook.
Okay.
10 vials.
Just empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a tent.
And a tent.
6 person or
Oh.
2 person?
Okay. So you walk up to this gentleman and you put all these things on the counter, and he looks at you up and down and goes, "All right, well, that's gonna be 70 gold."
And he's gonna get closer. Surely, as the only human here, you could do better than this for me. I have to travel with these people.
Roll persuasion.
16.
80 gold.
Lance steps forward. He goes, "My good man, you probably don't have a lot of customers. It's probably not a good idea to cheat them. May I suggest a fairer price for all of us?" And he's going to cast suggestion on him.
Ooh.
Tell me what that is. I'm excited.
Okay. So I shall put it up. Well, that's Kaz, my bad, but here we go. All right. So Lance suggests a course of activity limited to sense or two, and magic influences a creature that he can see that within range he can understand him. He has to do a wisdom save. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself into a spear, immolate itself, or some other obviously harmful act ends as well. Yeah, wisdom saving throw. And if it does fail, it has to pursue the course of action and describe to the best of its ability, which would be like about like 8 hours. So,
All right, I'm rolling.
he's ready.
Excuse me,
That's a
rolling.
7.
That's not bad.
So what do I
So
do? And you just read it. I'm a piece of shit. Tell me again.
okay, so basically he asked that since we're probably doesn't get a lot of customers, that he should, treat us fairly and give us a fair price.
Yeah, so your suggestion kind of hits, and he's like, all right, 20 gold for everything, which is lower than what all these items would have been.
That sounds great. Thank you for your assistance, Lance. You're a good man.
Yeah, he's great.
So I'll put 20 gold on the counter. Start
He
loading up my
takes it and
backpack.
he goes, get out of my sight, all of you.
Okay.
But other people might have wanted to shop.
All right, what do you want?
You did promise a fair to be fair. So.
What do you want? And he looks at the group. It's your shopping episode. Take advantage.
Yeah.
Norbert says, them to leave.
What?
He looks and says, Lance, Theo, you can all leave.
I mean, we can, but
I
why?
mean, give me a second, Norbit. I'm filling up my backpack.
Lance will help him fill up.
Just bought a whole bunch of shit. One of these
Alyssa's
damn whistles
putting
is
her
for you.
arrows into her quiver.
He looks at Leandra and says, what about you?
Leandra's outside.
She's outside.
With Adabon.
No.
Just kidding. Sorry, so we'll switch to outside with Adabon and Leandra, the rain's pouring down. And as you see through the mist, a donkey/mule approaches you all.
Is it by itself?
Mm-hmm.
Donkey?
Sus. Inside checking monkey.
Run.
Yeah, I thought about that because she was a wolf folk. She pats the donkey. Can she do that?
Sorry, it's a mule, but yes.
Mule, whatever. She pats her and starts stroking her and like scratching its like head, not the snout, like at the top. Because adorable.
Adabon, you recognize this mule.
Sure do. I walk up and pat him on the shoulder.
It
Welcome, Bill.
cuddles up close to you.
Oh, it's yours.
Yes, he has found us.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, she like rubs its ears and like ruffles it a little.
It kind of shakes its shoulder blades.
She goes, oh, I like him. Is he the green or her?
Bill would like to meet a lady someday. I trust the wolves gave you no trouble then. He's been trained with the sword, you see.
Oh,
I'll
that's
pat him on the head
incredible.
and go back and stand out of the rain.
That's incredible. That's fascinating.
The mule starts digging at the mud and then kind of beds down with its elbows first, then its rump lays down and starts rubbing into the dirt to hide his scent.
She goes, oh, it's playing.
He
You're such a
does
good
like
owner.
to play.
Oh, what does he like?
He likes to pretend he's people, I think.
Leandra goes up to it and like does a big bow. Mr. Bill.
It lifts up its head. Like the lips come out, the tongue, everything intensely of a mule, and then kind of bows its head into the mud.
She goes, so polite.
He likes candy as well.
I don't have that.
I will put a black licorice jelly bean and hand it to Leandra.
Oh, she presents it.
He uses his lips and eats it. And at that,
Oh,
the rest of the party kind of walks out the door.
Wait.
Unless
I
anyone
need
else.
one more thing.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I thought y'all were done.
I just something occurred to me here. I'm sorry. Do you have any sort of coverings to hold the rain off us? Like I don't know, like a dome-like thing that's attached to a stick.
Yeah, obviously not around here. We all deal with the rain. Get
Okay,
out.
then I'll buy a cloak.
Sure.
I thought you had a cloak.
10,
Yeah, he left it
This
in a
one
puddle.
is for Leandra.
Aw.
10 gold.
Fine.
You give him 10 gold? Oh my
Yeah,
I thought he
listen-
still has to give us a fair deal.
He has to give us a fair deal.
Fine. He says 3 gold.
I mean, he has to give Lance a fair deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the loser's not
Us.
there now.
yeah, he said us. Yeah,
He
he
said
said
us.
us.
3 gold.
I'll give him the 3 gold, and then I'll give him 7 more gold, and I'll say, you just remember next time I'm in here that I'm giving you a good tip.
I won't. Get out.
Lance
And
is
at
shaking.
that-
Thanks, Bobby.
Bobby. I thought all of you leave into the wet rain with.
Norbert,
Go ahead,
Norbert
Mario.
doesn't. Norbert
don't-
doesn't leave. Once Cole's out, he wants to walk over and grab a healer's kit and and say, "I want to buy this. Don't bother ripping me off. I can get it for 2 gold back home. So just charge me whatever the right price is."
5 gold.
80 gold.
In Barovia,
He'll
in
He'll
exchange.
pull out 5 gold and hand it over.
2 gold at home, and you give me 5 gold. Hey, you're welcome back. Now get the fuck out of here.
He leaves without saying anything else.
So all of you walk out. The rain, lightning crashes down. There's mud everywhere. You see Adabon and Leandra turn towards each other. This beautiful pixie cut black hair, stunning woman. You kind of know she's something else. And this proud, golden dragonborn who looks kind of like a horny toad looking down at her. And that's where we're going to take our last break.
All right.
Sorry, I have to pee a lot. Love me.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so we will be back in a couple minutes.
Yes.
Welcome back to Curse of Strahd. Done like you've never seen it before. My name is Justine. I'm your dungeon master and these folks' worst nightmare. Last time we were hanging out, we were trying to head out of the lovely Bill Drafts Mercantile, but some folks stayed behind. Go ahead there, Norbit.
Oh no, I was done. He just left. I got my healer's kit
Oh, I'm
and he
sorry. I
said,
thought.
"Yeah, you said get the fuck out," so I got the fuck out.
Okay, so you all left.
And then
In...
I'm gonna be like,
Fuck
fuck, I didn't buy a bedroll, and I'm gonna turn right around.
Oh no!
Call 2.
I also did not.
Left is like, oh man.
So you all go back in to buy bedrolls?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as you
Did you get
approach
that?
him,
No,
he's
that's
like,
better.
"What? What the hell do you want more?"
Bedrolls, please.
Bedrolls.
Put mine on my tab. Put them all on my tab, Dad. I gave you extra.
I don't do tabs, but 5 gold each.
Ah,
Uh,
5 gold for the lot.
That is a
Fine,
fair price.
fine, 5 gold for 4 of them.
I'm just going to walk out with mine without paying because I gave him 7 extra gold.
I'll pay the 5. I'll pay the 5.
Oh, we can split it. I don't mind. It's fun.
Who all
Alyssa
needed?
will give Theo 2 back.
So I gave you 4 for 5 gold.
Okay. Who all said? Did Adabon say he needed one?
I don't
No.
know.
Okay, I couldn't
I don't think
remember.
so.
Okay, so I have 4. One of those is Cole's, and then so okay.
So you
Norbit and
all walk-
Leandra. I don't know if they needed one.
You all walk back out and you see Leandra and Adabon talking to a mule.
That fits. That seems right.
Audubon presses his head into the mule's, kind of cupping it behind both ears. There is a little girl. I think she would enjoy the Tempest if you're feeling it tonight.
The mule shags its tail and walks off.
I am fascinated of them. Incredible.
Do you know it? We could use a third.
Do I know what?
The Tempest.
What do you mean?
It's Shakespearean. It's exquisite.
Is it like a
That's okay. You can stand there. I got you covered.
So this Ismark has been waiting politely outside for all of you, and you all come out and says, "Well, I think we should find Irina if that's okay."
I'm all ready to go, yes.
We got a few hours before the show.
Oh yes.
I guess. So I'm going to put circles, blue circles on all the places you've been. That's okay on
Good
the map.
idea.
So the one on top is the Blood and Vine Tavern. The first, this one right here. Oh, oops, wrong thing. This one right here was the place we were going. And he starts to head towards this direction. But as you walk out of Bill Dratt's weird place, you hear kind of scream within the echoes of the rain. Just this haunting, deep, guttural crying. You look up and there is a house with boarded windows, a slop of disgustingness poured out of the windows, almost dripping down the walls. And you just hear please as this moaning sobs out. And Ismark almost seems to ignore it as you walk down the gray streets. But you feel your thoughts almost be invaded by the sadness of whoever's crying.
We need to say for anything. Does it sound like a child or a grown up?
A grown woman.
Okay, then I'm not interested.
That must be Mary's house.
I guess so.
Cole is going to walk straight toward it.
So you walk towards this 2-story townhouse.
He pauses
Rest of
and
you-
looks back at Adabon. It says you coming.
We will deal with that one before nightfall.
Ah, what if she's dead by then?
I get the impression she's been wailing for days. I can come back for you if you'd like.
Cole's gonna keep going toward the house.
So you all see Adabon heading down the street and Coldthorn going to the house. I'm gonna go by you one by one. Alusa, what are you doing?
I think once Elusa has hears that howling, I think she'd start under her breath, kind of be using her primal awareness to check for undead.
Tell me what that does.
So
Leandra lights up like a Christmas tree.
Can you also pop it? Can you pop it on the? Can you pop it on Roll20 for me too?
yes, give me 1 second.
I knew that would rile her up.
Lance and Theo are just dragging their backpacks, trying to
Yeah.
catch up with everybody.
No, it's not a roll, so I'm not sure it will let me put it in. So let me just copy and paste it.
You can put display on VTT. Oh, sorry, you have your own thing.
Dungeon Daddy, are we doing encumbrance?
You can always make a deal with Bill for him to carry your pack.
Not really.
Who would want to do that?
Fine then.
So I'm going to use my first level spell slot to cast this.
Your awareness, your primeval awareness lights up like a fucking beacon. There is shit everywhere. It's like Christmas lights coming up on Christmas. But this house that you're looking at has two things that start kind of blinking towards you. Or the
Can I
way it's
clarify?
coming from.
Leandra does not light up.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
I feel like
Paul.
Elusa knows enough about Dampiers to know that it wouldn't light up for Leandra, but
I think you're the only person who knows she's a Dampier, but
I think she's told all of us by this point.
just kidding. All of you know she's a Dampier.
I never said I was a vampire. You've seen the fangs. She's told people that her parents are vampires. She never actually said she's a vampire.
But she's a vampire.
Yeah,
This is
but
what you got.
yeah, I think Elusa
Okay.
just has the knowledge of what
Got
it would
it.
be. Yeah.
So instead, I just assume she's a
dragging your
vampire.
backpack. Come on now.
But
Yeah.
I will say this, Lusa. The wailing seems to come to the left side of the house, and the pinging you're getting of magic is from the right side.
Cole, there's undead in there.
What? Okay. And he'll cast protection from evil and good on himself.
Nice.
We don't even know if we're going in there. I love it.
Good use of a spell.
So, Alyssa, which way are you going? With the rest of the group down the street or in towards Cole?
I think Elusa would just be like, Cole, there's undead in there, and walk away.
you have fun.
Lance, what about you?
He's torn. He's like he was trying to follow. And he looks towards Cole's like. He goes to see what he goes with Cole.
Leandra.
Leandra's arm in arm with Archibald.
Norbit.
Norbert is going to use message just to send to Ilusa and say, "Coward," and then he's going to stealth after Cole. Oh,
Ooh,
failed
she's like-
dismally. Actually, I don't like that 14. I want it to be better. So give me a sec. I will try and make that better.
How? You don't have inspiration anymore.
I do.
The Cynac.
I do have inspiration, but I'm not going to
Oh,
use it.
just
Makes it
kidding.
a 16.
Sorry. Yeah, you stealth away perfectly.
And I'm just following
Well,
behind to
actually,
see
wait,
if
Alyssa,
anything
what's your
happens.
passive perception?
15.
Yeah, you do great. Perfect. All right, Theo.
Yeah.
As Lance drags his backpack away in front of me, I'm gonna be like, oh,
He's what? He's like, like,
well, if Leandra's going that way, I don't want all of you to die. He's gonna drag his backpack after that.
So the split
he waits for him.
party begins.
No way
And
we'll
No,
die.
I think at that point, if she heard Norbit in her head going coward, she'd be like, and like go back.
Oh.
Oh.
So it's just
Annabelle and Leandra going with its gun.
Okay.
With its gun.
So, who did this guy speak to originally?
Bye-bye.
Okay.
It was Theo and Lance that the guy spoke to originally.
The sister, the guy.
Ismark?
Ismark.
Mark.
Yeah, who did he speak to initially?
Lance
And
Lance and Theo.
Okay, so yeah, if Lance and Theo turn direction, Adabon would probably just shake his head and go to the mother's house.
Oh, chica wow wow.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so just to be clear, the only people going towards the crying house are who?
Nobody, apparently.
no,
No, everyone.
it was Cole, Lance, Norbit, and Alusa, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
The
And
undead
Theo.
house.
And Theodore.
but then I think
Yeah, but-
Adabon just said that they turned to follow, right?
Yeah.
No, he's going to the
we'll just
mother's
go to the
house.
mother's
Oh.
house
Other
across the
ways,
street.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So Cole, Lance.
What's Leandra doing?
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
wait,
Annabelle.
wait. Hold on. So going into the Screaming Wailing house is Cole, Lance, Theo, and who?
Norbit.
Alyssa.
Orbit and Alusa.
And Norbit.
So 5 out of the 7.
Yeah. Norbit. Cool. So that means Leandra and Adabon are going and following Ismark, correct?
No, if the
No.
ones who were following Ismark have changed course, then Audubon will just go to the mother's house.
Well, that's like way up on the other side.
Thought it was across the street.
Yeah, you said that she
From
lived
the
right across
Wailing
the street
Ghost.
from.
So there's
from
another Wailing Ghost.
Big Mary.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. So it's right here. Okay. So Adabon
Right.
starts to walk to Mother's house. Leandra, what are you doing?
Yeah, she's confused because she wants to meet these people that he mentioned very much. But everybody's going somewhere else, and then Adabon will go with her, and then he changed direction, and it's just kind of like,
And Ismark's like, hello? It's like,
Ismark kind of makes eye contact with you, Leandra, and goes,
how pressing is this matter?
what was that?
how pressing
How
is this
pressing
matter?
is this matter?
I'm not really the best to ask that to, because I want my sister out of here as soon as possible.
We
You're out there.
have time for play.
Play. What does that mean? Sir Lizard, I'm asking you a question.
You can enjoy, or you can help them, or you can continue on your way. But it seems they're distracted by the widow in there.
I just want your whole group to come, so I guess I'll wait for what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. And enjoy the show, or enjoy the show then.
He just nods. What do you do, Adabon?
So following.
Sorry,
will
yeah,
knock
you're
on
going towards the
mom's
mother
door.
house. I meant Leandra. What are you doing?
Leandra goes, well, in that case, he turns to the boss going to the other house. She's like, okay, so he's across the street. She's going to follow them, but she's gonna stay. The people that are going towards the wailing house, but she's not gonna get in. She's gonna stay at the front as like a person that if something happens there, she wants to be able to call to Adam for help
Okay.
if they need it. If she feels
Okay.
like they're struggling with something in there.
Well, that is where we are going to end the session. So we have Adabon going to the mother Sashina's house. We have Landra staying out front, and we have Norbit, Cole, Lance, Theo, and Alusa going to this wailing house where we have detected undead. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you. We are D&D Play 20, a group of phenomenal humans who like to play games on Twitch, play games on Discord. We run open forums for new DMs, doing one-shots, new players who are just trying to fill it out, or experienced players trying to find something new. So please come join. We're an extremely open and lovely community. Why don't we have folks kind of tell us a bit about what we are doing this week? Why don't we start with the lovely, absolutely amazing Mariana telling us about Memphis?
Sure. So this Wednesday we'll have a session of Legends of Memphis. As I said before, it's a homebrew campaign. In a homebrew world, where right now we have a party of 4 trying to save 2 of its members that are infected with the same disease that is spreading throughout the land. And they just learned that it's got to do with the war that is coming and brewing up.
No.
So, they're trying to figure that out. And
Love it.
it's
Love it.
Trying is the key word.
yes,
Yeah.
they just got to a town, and it's quite interesting how it's going there. So
If you ever wanted to hear Mariana voice a kobold, that's the campaign for you.
Love it. Peter, why don't you tell us about Frostmaiden this Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. EST?
Well, we do have that, but also tomorrow night we have Dragonlance. And
that's not in the events calendar. We should add that. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
Wow. Anyways, we have Dragonlance tomorrow night, which I will add to the events calendar. And we have on Tuesday we have Frostmaiden, which is a weekly series, all except the last week of the month, and it is very well. There's some homebrew in it because I can't control my players and they don't follow the script. So
D&D.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. If you want to see this wizard Lance Steele play a gnarly barbarian, come hang.
Yeah, and the wonderful Stephanie here is finally going to reach the prison.
After 17 million episodes.
Well,
so many
episodes.
episodes.
And then this Thursday, Raza, why don't you tell us about Abir Saga?
Yes. It is Fall of the Dragon Queen, but not as most people know it. Set in the sister world of Toril, Abia is rife with dragons, mayhem, and wild, wild magic. Please tune in if you want to see any of this. And of course, we do have a Divine Welder. I'll keep advertising this. Check it out.
We also have other wonderful campaigns like Strixhaven, our one-shot Sundays, and all kinds of good stuff. Pathfinder one-shot. It's not going to be good. Please come tune in and make fun of it. And and on top of that, we have one of the most exciting things of our Discord that people are very, very drawn to, which is Citizens of Phandalin. Go ahead and Belvedere and tell us about that. You're on mute, buddy.
And he is muted.
Fine. I didn't want to talk anyways. Citizens of Phandalin is for all of you out there who cannot commit to a steady campaign but want the feel of a character in a full fleshed out campaign. You may join Citizens of Phandalin, where you can create your character, level them up. It's a jump in, jump out, play when you can, join when you can, level up and grow as part of the community. You can jump in for a session. You can hang out in the tavern and practice your role play skills. You can hopefully not die by Captain Crit
You can kill
because
me.
apparently that's a thing. But yeah,
There's a
join,
thing.
enjoy, and play and have fun because that's what we're all about on D&D Play 20.
I don't know what level Druid's wild shape at, so come kill my character. That's
Yeah, for
exciting.
subpar characters or suboptimal, if you want to try a subclass or try a character that is often frowned upon because, hey, they suck, we don't care because, hey, just have fun.
Because we suck.
We're also great, and we love you, and welcome to our community. Someone's gonna post the Discord thing right now. Also
Optimizing,
remember,
what is that?
you can run stuff. You can win Player of the Month, all kinds of stuff. And with that, we're gonna go to our final break, and then we are going to do our after show. I will not lie to you. The after show is intense. It's high stakes. There's questions we have to answer. There's no chickening out
True,
during the
you
after
can find
show.
out the secrets
The only catch is
6 months
they
before
gotta
they're supposed to be revealed.
they gotta subscribe to see
Yeah,
it.
you gotta subscribe for the after show, but trust me, it's damn worth it.
Which
Doozy.
prime
Instead of getting your coffee
subscribe?
this week, just subscribe. All right, Peter, take us to break.
You want to know what Alusa was going to do with Meredith? Stay tuned.
You don't know. You don't know.